is what I'm doing. The IRS, USA Gov. So let's look at what seemed to be important. It says inherited IRS can boost your finances by new IRS rule. Okay, so that doesn't seem too interesting. That's a day ago. 8 minutes ago, it says Bloomberg Law News says IRS seeks comment on 401k savers match treasury contributions. Interesting. And that's 8 minutes ago, meaning they're going to do some repeating on that. Maryland joins IRS direct filing program, offering free tax filing up to $700,000. Free. Is anything free in this matrix? I don't think so. That's something that might need to be looked at under the number 28. So Newsweek says IRS calls on taxpayers to make emergency plans. All right. So under number 28, we're going to see MPOX is 28, COVID's 28, Democrats 28. August the 5th is when the stock market fell. Bipartisanship, is it really? Oh, okay. Somehow VinVet's going to pop back up. And then Solomon, Prince Mohammed bin Solomon is going to show up. Him and VinVet names both equal 666. I wonder what relation they have in this game. And then we have Harris, number 28 as well, like Solomon and VinVet, and bipartisanship. And August 5th, Democrat. All this is 28. I'll show you in the video. Then we have Mason. All these are dealing with EHP exception, EP exception. Yeah, reverse reduction, Mason. Okay, so let's look at this article real quick. So this says Maryland joins IRS direct file program. That sounds so convenient, doesn't it? In such a time as this, when over 2.5 billion social security numbers got swiped. So now they want you to freely go online and just don't pay anybody anything to get it done. Let the government do it for you. So then when the bottom falls out, you don't got nobody to bitch to. So but if e-file or whatever the company is that my husband used, if you file your own taxes and use their platform, if they mess up, they have to fix it. And look at this one again. It came to my mind when it talks about this emergency thing. So a natural disaster is supposed to manifest. However, they want you to direct file. Let me deal with this thought I'm having. Social Security. For those folks who you don't even know what's going on in the real world because you working too much. They got you like a slave, your back bent over. Okay? Improper Social Security payments cause $1 billion backlog. This was August 14, 2024. A record number. Why do they keep using 52? I need to look at that code number 52. 52 means something. Because they keep using 52. It was 2.5 billion Social Security numbers that got jacked up, stolen. And then now it was 2.5 billion. Now it's 5.2 million. So that's the opposite of 2.5. You just reverse it. So I'm just part of these kind of people that understand numbers. Pending action claims have had led to approximately 1.1 billion in improper payments to beneficiaries in February 2024. See, they want everything to go in the system, but then they jack the system up. This is why you just should not trust people. 44, death at the door. That's a code number. Can I highlight? Can I touch that? Death at the door. This is a 911. Gee whiz. Of course it's theater. I know it's theater, but still. Anyway. They go 52 again. Right here. 46. Biden. Death at the door. Sorry, Biden. But they saying it's not me. A lot of these numbers are just whoop, 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 whoop. A reset. Wow. Let me look at a code over here right quick, y'all. I need to look at a code. Where's the code? I need to look at a code. Let me type a code in right quick. I wasn't intending on talking about this. I don't want to do anything live today, but I'm finding myself doing it. But I really don't want to do nothing live. But gee whiz, here I am once again, wanting to not do a video at all because at this point in my life, I'm not saying I don't care. To me, it's just so obvious. It's so, what's going on? Okay, there you have it. My computer my internet has totally went out. Okay, so It is what it is. Okay, it is what it is. So let's go over here. Ramaswamy downplays abortion impact on presidential race, not a presidential issue anymore. Now, remember this guy, Vivek, has everything to do with, according to the Matrix gematria, he has everything to do with Prince Mohammed bin Salman, him and Kamala. Now, I know Kamala and Vivek are from the same hometown of Tamil, and they are of a priestly class. Evidently, they are of the Anunnaki. So, you think Prince William them got some blood in them that's rep? These people got blood in them that's leaning in that direction too. Hochul condemns former aide charged with working for China, betrayal of trust. No, you probably guilty as well. That woman's some dirty. That woman's so dirty. Trump playing offense while Democrats are on defense. Michael Watley. Trump's name isn't in this decode, so he better be glad, because I would definitely talk about you, brother. I would definitely talk about you. Oh yes, I would. Maryland joins IRS direct file program offering, because you know what? If y'all only knew what this decode of the Matrix exposes, how these people they all really in bed together. If that hurt your feelings, well, maybe you should put your trust in your God and not in man. How about that? So, and I'm not trying to say that to offend you. I'm trying to say, get your eyes off of a man and put your eyes inwardly where supposedly your God's supposed to dwell. The inward parts of a woman or a man, in the heart. Okay, so they want to do direct filing program, offering free. Y'all, do y'all know nothing free? Nothing in life is free. I've lived over 50 years. Nothing's been free. Nothing comes free. Children, when you hear free, it's not free. There's a spiritual attachment to it, and there's a owe me something but attached to it. Okay? They'll look at you and say, you owe me something, bitch. Believe that. Believe that. You'll be like what's this lady over here? I can't think of her right now. I'll bring her up later on. But the chick got caught up with tens of thousands of dollars with some federal agents exposing that she was going to do a under the table deal. But anyway, okay. So program aimed at middle income taxpayers with relatively simple returns. Purple, red. What are they trying to say? Are they trying to say that alert? Yeah. But are they? I'm almost want to say trying to say Republican. Interesting. Is this which Maryland is Democrat, right? Anyway, you would assume it's Democrat, seeing that they trying to do this. Okay, go ahead. So Maryland taxpayers will be able to use free electronic filing tools for federal taxes rather than having to pay a tax preparer or buy tax filing software next year, when Maryland will offer the IRS new direct file service. I could only imagine who is attached to. My internet back home? No. Okay. The service was tested. The service really was tested in 12 states this year, where 140,803 people filed direct file, saving an estimate $5.6 billion in tax preparation fees. Let me look at that number right quick. Where's the internet's down? Where's my paperwork at? Let me see who's attached to 56. I'm glad I wrote down some numbers, because when this internet goes, oh my, 5.6 million tax preparation fees. Maryland, Corporal Brooke Limmer, Democrat. But guess what? 56 is attached to Trump Vance. Reverse reduce. I'm gonna put that on the video and let y'all see that, hopefully. And if I do all of this detailing, that means that I'm literally going to not probably have music. I'm probably just going to put the tag up there and be done with it. Reverse single reduction. Also, Trump, Vance. This is 56. Trump and Vance. But look at this. Bipartisanship. Remember, we're dealing with 28. It's Democrat. This thing clearly, the article clearly talking about the IRS is clearly saying something's going to happen with our monies, peoples, and even the online process of getting. So they need as many people as possible to get on this free system, so then you can be easily bamboozled, easily manipulated. Because guess what? My husband fixed me a banana pineapple ice shake. He's so sweet. Easily. You think you're getting over on them. Oh, look at me. I'm getting the money. No. You are the kind of person that when you think you're getting over, they're getting over on you. Because remember, in this G code, remember hashtag 28, baby. Hashtag 28 has everything to do with the monkeypox, COVID, Democrats. We listen to Democrats right now. August the 5th. Okay, my internet's back up. Oh, great. Let's go to August 5th. They be playing. I'm not playing with these people. If y'all only knew. You probably know, is this just written? No, if y'all only knew. If it was just as simple as, people removing your files. Removing your files. Not the video. The whole damn file. When they update your computer. And they don't want you to use the computer unless you get an update. Why is it going out? Okay, it's back out. Is my camera out? All right. Just one of them. So let's see here. Let's move forward. Next time do I need to take a snippet? Next time I'll take a snippet. Then I won't have to worry about that no more. So anyway, what was I talking about? So Vance, Trump. I knew they were going to be here somewhere because I tell you, these people work together. All of them. Bipartisanship, my behind. And Kamala, that harlot. If she was, now she is a Jesuit. Her husband definitely is a Jesuit. For real. For sure. He's a Zionist Jesuit. Isn't that deep how that stuff can work like that? But anyway, how you can be multiple things, multiple religions, multiple belief systems, you can be Jesuit, you can be, anyway. He said, that's not a religion, that's just a position you take. That you just don't understand. So anyway, it says certified public accountants. I'm just gonna read stuff that I think is important. So the U.S. Treasury, the IRS and U.S. Treasury will still have to finalize eligibility rules for the program this fall. Y'all better read them details. That's all a girl can tell you. The devil's in the details. Don't be so eager to get free stuff. No matter how broke you are. You better ask your children. You better ask your church to help you pay for it. Or you just might need to stop going to bingo. Or put the cigarettes away. And save that money. And stop buying the lace fronts, wigs. And stop getting your nails did every week. Or, stop getting a latte. Because you feel you deserve it. Or stop trying to keep clothes you can't fit and put them on a marketplace or have a garage sale and sell them so you can have some money. I'm just saying. Go through your house. Get rid of some stuff. Go in your garage that's hoarded up and get rid of some stuff. Have a sale. Clean some stuff off. Have a sale. Make you about $500 or $600 in one day. No excuse. Even if you're old, no excuse. Because y'all know how y'all be. The ones in their 70s and 80s. You know how you be. Holding on to everything. Let some stuff go. Let some stuff go. You might have to let go of a house. And buy a little piece of land for a couple $1,000s and put your trailer on it. Near your children. If they still like you. Because y'all know how children are these days. They have been taught to be trauma and drama. They have been taught to be everyone is special. They've been taught to not be able to handle any criticism. No matter how you try to criticize to teach them, you got to handle criticism. Everything's abuse these days. Everything. You're not agreeing with them as abuse. You're not accepting everything they want to placate it as abuse. When it's just a lie. All right. So I'm not going to mess with these numbers because if I do, then anyway. It says It will be a game changer. Ooh, I need to put that in the code. Let me put this in the code. Well, okay, let me stay focused. Um, uh, stay focused. According to the Treasury, taxpayers spend on average approximately 13 hours and $207 preparing for the taxes each year. I don't think that don't sound realistic. Oh, how many hours have you spent doing it? Oh, I spend this much. You think they ask those questions? Anyway, it does direct file lunch, blah blah blah. So let's look: Arizona, California, Florida, Massachusetts, New Hampshire, New Tennessee, Texas, Washington. Aiming at helping the middle class tax. You know what? They just lie about the middle class. They trying to destroy the middle class. They have destroyed the middle class. So, now it's not no trying anymore. So it says, what I can tell you is our goal is for us to build a system that's going to work for working class and middle class Americans. Y'all trying to tell me taxes hasn't been working? What about them? What is it? 88,000 IRS workers Biden wanted? So they can get all the money they can get from the billionaires. Oh, I forgot they're not trying to get anything from the billionaires. Because remember, Trump said that that's what the system was made for. That's why he don't have to pay no taxes as much as he probably think he should. Because there's loopholes for those good old boys in the system, whether Democrat or Republican. Because if you're a Jesuit, baby, there are blue laws that don't even affect you, but they affect everybody else. Look into it. Okay. So I didn't think I was going to spend this much time on this, but it is what it be, and it be what it is. Okay, so remember earlier I was talking about some numbers. So let me continue. Do I want to deal with this? Okay, I'm going to deal with this. Boy, I didn't want to make this video like this because it's sort of kind of like weird. I didn't want to make the video like this. Okay, but I'm going to make it like this. And I'll be done with it, because to me it's very obvious what this thing is talking about. Very obvious. And if it's not obvious to you, I do apologize. So let's deal with IRS, and we're gonna deal with single reduction. Sorry, goodness gracious, great balls of fire. It won't let me grab one. Single reduction 28, SKV 28. Okay, and move this cup out the way so I can see. So it's two of those. Okay, so that's the IRS. So we see what they're saying. A disaster. Oh, just in case some type of, we already, what is it, 2.5 billion Social Security cards vanished. And they still want people to be gullible enough to put all your information on an online system when the online system is irresponsible, when the online system is not something that you can put your trust in. Yet for the deaf, dumb, and blind, and for those folks who think they can always supposed to get free stuff, when you just always want free stuff, they're going to get you like a goddamn fly to poop. They're going to get you. They're going to get you because you feel somebody owe you something. No matter how old you are, whether you're 99.9 years old, going on to 115, or whether you are 19 going on to 89, the point is, if you take the mentality that someone owes you something because they did you wrong, they did your folks wrong, the system isn't working for your folks anymore, the system hasn't never worked for your other folks, it doesn't matter, y'all. You got to think, nothing is free. You'll gain the whole world and lose your mind and be reincarnated. And they'll sit you in purgatory that you don't believe in, or they'll sit you in a heavenly realm in the clouds with white on, and then you get reincarnated. Because if you're only reading one book, only one code book, you only know part of the story of the game. How arrogant is it to think that everything you need to know in one book? You have to question all things and question everybody. I was going to say question every goddamn body. That means from top of the pyramid to the bottom of the pyramid and underneath the pyramid. In the clouds. Under the dome. You can't question nothing above the dome. Because all of us are working to make this world what it be. Because we're all one. Yet, some of us are in a low frequency and some of us in a high frequency. but we're all energy, spirit. Okay? Yeah. I could say something else, but I don't want to. So, you saw these two. Now, look at this. I wish my internet was back up, but it's not. It's the same thing. Okay? It's the same thing. I'm going to highlight it. Hope I'm not moving too fast. Okay? Because sometimes I teach lessons off of this. I definitely have some, I guess I can call them students because we gather and they watch and they take notation and yeah. I don't like to say it like that because I'm not trying to teach anybody. I'm just trying to give you information. So, but it's turning out that way, that when we gather, the information is paused. I'm talking about the information. I'm elaborating on why I came this route. I go back to other videos. I explain to them the other videos. I take intensive care with this group. And they don't give me monies and all that kind of stuff. And they don't, what is the thing called? You give people money, not cash out. All the other stuff that people saying, send it this. I don't do all that. Everything I do in life is free, because I'm amply blessed. I'm amply blessed. I'm playing a role of a wife, a mother, very old mother, but a mother. I've been a mother for a very, very long time. Very, very, very long time. I have older adult children and children in between. But I'm exceedingly abundantly blessed because I have a husband who's a man, okay, in these days, that understand his role. I play a role, he plays a role. There are times I chose to go outside and do things for the house, and then there are times I gotta go back. I'm going back to the house. It's chaos can happen in the house if nobody's watching the house. You can't have kids and not somebody be full of time dealing with them when they need to be dealt with. Okay. Truth. You want your children to be raised to be beasts? Let them raise themselves. You see. Every now and then somebody might get a child that don't act a fool. So we got the 28s. Okay. So let me show you what's attached to this. Now, let me talk about this into the SRI. That's the Stanford Research Institute, a 501c3 nonprofit scientific institution, research institution. Okay, it's worldwide. Very important. It's worldwide. This IRS thing, guarantee you, it's getting on a system that's worldwide. The CBD system, the WorldCoin system. Okay, the Federal Reserve System. Now they're gonna do it through your bank. The bank's going to be the in-between person that reaches to your God, which is the government. Because the government is God. It governs your mind. It has a dogma that you must follow. And if you don't follow it, especially with the IRS, the mafia, the IRS will come and they will harass you and try to put you in prison or jail or whatever if you tell people the truth. Okay? So, let's continue with the SRI. Okay? This definitely was set under SRI, was set under single reduction here. And like the other one, they got the same numbers, which because they're the same letters. SKV exception. Okay. And it's also lovelily on my cheat sheet that I have notation. And so it made it easy for me to understand. So they focus on a good amount of things, but let me deal with a few. Biomedical services, chemistry, computing, earth, space, okay, systems. Do y'all hear this? They're talking about earth space systems. So these are satellites. This one company, SRI, deals with the semantics of the whole wide world. Okay. Based out of California, San Francisco, of course. This company was created, I can't remember the guy's name, but it was sold to Apple. The Siri, the iPhone pad thing. Of course, this company came to be in 1946. Now, 1946, let's look at 1946. That has everything to do with Biden. I'm just going to type the, no, I'm going to do that. Because I waste time. 46. Biden's number 46, okay? That's all I need to say about that, okay? Remember, it's non-profit, so if it's non-profit, it sounds like it's some type of private thing, right? So here it goes, SIR being something private that has something to do with What else does this have to do with? So we did IRS. We see the emergency coming, right? We see they telling everybody get on the system that's gonna be free, blah 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 blah. And I'm telling you, don't be a sucker, right? Okay. Then we're dealing with the SRI. This has to do with biochemistry and science. Remember that. Biomedical sciences, chemistry. It has to do with computing. It has to do with computing means computers, people, online. It has to do with Earth, but it also has to do with space. That sounds like something Elon Musk may have something to do with it, but this isn't saying Elon Musk because it determines who gets in. If it's Trump that gets in, they select him or they allow him to live because he hasn't been too disobedient. But if he gets a little bit more disobedient, they just gonna let him get in, then they will move him away, and they'll remove Biden so Kamala can finally say the country's broke, like on The Simpsons. So she'll get to say her acting part on that because they are actors in the game called life, which inside a matrix. Okay, hope I'm not moving too fast because I'm trying to summarize for those people who don't typically watch my video, because I never know which video is going to be able to break through the glass, through the veil, and people get to see it. Okay. I actually don't even want to do this video right now. I actually want to just finish. I got like over 300 pages of decodes that I'm categorizing, and that's really what I want to do. I want to categorize from my own mind. I want to be able to line stuff up with the numbers and have my own catalog of it so that I'll be able to continue to see, because I have eyes that can see already. And the more I apply and the more I plant in that arena, the better I get. So I know in my own reality, there's nothing. I'm in my own reality. I've been proving that. It's been proven this year time and time again that, hey, certain things happen on certain days because it is attached to you. And so I'm like, okay, I can definitely tell people what I see, but you have to determine what it is your life going to be. But you cannot make excuses about what your life going to be. There's a little girl out here trying to tell you. You have to set an objective, write the objective. Tell yourself, let's make these things happen. Let's deal with these objectives. What's good, what's bad for me? And you're talking to yourself. That's in the game. A lot of people say, oh, you're out of the game and there's a part of you that's in the game. No. All of me in this game. All of me. The eternal me. The whole me. All of me. People say, no, just don't say that. No, all of me. All of me. People say, well, I wouldn't say that. A lot of people that believe in the near-death stuff, they say, well, no one says that. I say that. I say that this year. All of me. Be in the game. Why? Because I know I'm in a game. And I need all of me to deal with this game. I don't need a part of me. I'm not afraid of this beach. I'm not afraid of being in this game, the whole me. I need access to all of me. So I ask myself, all of me. Do what you do, baby. Do what you do. That silence inside of you that you know that it knows everything. And sometimes you're too afraid to act. It knows everything, every option. All you gotta do is depend on whether or not what way you want to take. Because remember now, all the ways in a man or a woman I've seen right, but some ways lead to death. Not always now. But the end there leads to death, it says. But that's what someone penned. Some ways don't lead to death. Some ways lead to health and prosperity and hope and peace and joy. Okay? So anyway, let's move forward. Because this is just how I do my videos. And sometimes when I watch my videos, it comforts myself. Because that's what my videos are for ultimately. Mpox. Now they could have just called it monkeypox. But anyway, they trying to play us like suckers. So we got keypad down here. 28. Now we just deal with the money, the disaster, the emergency. 2.5. What did they say? 2.5 been saved or lost or something, and then they said 5.2. I was telling you about the billions of Social Security cards that got jacked up, and they telling everybody you better go and shut your credit down. You better block your credit right now, because they're finna do something big where they're going to say, oh, your social security information has been stolen by somebody in India, someone in China, somewhere, someone in Venezuela, and stole your name, your credit, your everything. They be you. You know that number that's 398-185567. That number gone, baby. Your social security number belongs to someone on a worldwide network, and now they're living off that number. Now you need a new number. Now what you gonna do? Your number gone. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Either you gonna say, I need to two-step verification, meaning go to Equifax, go to what is it? All the other different it's three of them, the three credit places, and go online and tell them, I need my credit to be shut off. Because unless they can get approval to use your credit, your social security number, no one can use it. So then, very well, you may be in safety of no one stealing your social security number, because they still got to run through it and try to use it. They still got to sell it in the system, the black market. They still got to sell it on the black market. And I'm not saying some person sitting out here and on a hill somewhere stole it. I'm saying there may be very well some agents, some three-letter agencies doing it. Why? Because they already know the system finna be reset. Now, how bad off do you want to sit inside of this reset? Do you want to have no number, no information, no access to old you? Because you just wouldn't take one little simple step to go online and go to Equifax and get your child to do it. Do I need to explain to people? Because as soon as you say, well, you need to go and do it. Well, I don't know how to do it. Use your brain. Use your brain. Think. Step one. Do I know how to do it? No. Can I try? Go try first. Number two. Oh, I saw how it looked. I don't know how to do it. Oh, let me go talk to somebody that's a little younger than me. Oh, let me go talk to my neighbor. Oh, let me go talk to somebody at church. Oh, let me go talk to my job. Oh, let me go online and ask, how do I look up Equifax? Oh, let me go on my phone. Oh, let me go across the street, talk to the mailman when he come by. Hey, do you know how to get on blah, 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 blah? Talk to somebody and get it done. And then some people just throw in the towel and say, well, it don't matter anyway. Well, you the kind that's going to have to wind up spiraling out. And they don't actually take this monkey pot. And this next emergency, like Biden said, there will be another pandemic. He didn't say pandemic. He said pandemic. Because, I'm sure his placebo shot was wonderful to him. So, let's go to the next one. That was keypad, remember? Just in case y'all didn't know. So, y'all know what? Y'all been hearing me screaming and hollering about it. Okay? Reverse reduction. Okay? Reverse single reduction. EP exception. EHP exception. So it's 4 of them with COVID. So listen to what I'm stacking. The story saying Mpox, keypad, number 28. That's a sexual disease. Now Houston, and I found out that there's another state, this what's it, North Carolina? HIV and syphilis is blowing up. Hundreds of thousands of people got this stuff. Not that. How could you? Is this have to do with this thing that's on the screen here? How could this have to do with that? How does COVID do with monkeypox? But I did do a video talking about Mpox, mRNA insertion into the COVID. But then I was like, well, why would they do that? Well, why not? Think about the chicken pox. When you get the chicken pox, 20 years later, what did it turn into? Anybody know? When you get the chicken pox shot, before you get the chicken pox, sometimes you get a bump on you after you get the shot. What does a chicken pox shot turn into 20 years down the road? Or 10 years down the road? Shingles, baby. So it's the same thing. You got pow, 19, and then turn around. Sometime later, you get the sex diseases. and the money keeps rolling in. Ching ching, pharmacy, ching ching, ching ching, ching ching, ching ching, and ching ching. These people don't care about you. Now, according to this decode, according to the ciphers, not me, the ciphers also are saying, check this out. Who are the main culprit? Now, we already know Warp Speed was Trump, that Jesuit. Vance wasn't involved, that Jesuit. But Pence was involved, that Jesuit. Anthony Fauci, that Jesuit. Under the administration of Trump and Biden, that Jesuit. Was he under the administration of Obama? I need to go look. But Obama's a Jesuit as well. Amazing, huh? I know. So let's look and see. And if you this, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the system, this plantation you on. All right. So this plantation, the Democrat plantation, Septarian 28. You got IRS, SRI, monkeypox, attached to COVID. Who gonna administer the next one? Democrat. Administer what? You remember the IRS talking about an emergency stuff gonna happen, and you got to worry about the weather, and then they say, oh, wait a minute, Maryland's over here giving out over 200,000 free online tax things for free. Be a sucker and get on it. All right. So and give them your information, and you be the first one on the CBDC system. You know, that's the digital one world government, new world order, the world order of Lucifer, Satan, and Anunnaki, Azinazi, Jesuits, Nazis, NASA, yes, NASA. You know, the ones that go into space above the earth. Oh yeah, that's talking about the SRI, but we're talking about NASA, right? But no, SRI deals with what? Chemistry, computers, Earth and space systems. And I wasn't even talking about Skylink, Elion, the alien, the L to the L to the L to the L. Remember that, people. You'll see that again. The L, Elion, the L, the alien. Now, the real aliens are actually the ones that are coming from the northern border and the southern border, from Canada all the way to Mexico. Those are the aliens. They're playing a psyop on your mind. English is a weird language that plays psyops on people's minds, okay? Please understand that. So, Democrats got this card game to play, and that's what they're going to play. Okay? Let's remove Democrat. Watch my other videos. If you just need to have you just got the purge, the need to see Republicans being demolished. Watch my other videos. If you just got the need to I can't watch anything about Democrats. I just got to see the hate for Republicans. Or you don't have to just watch my other videos. It's not hate, but it is the truth. So, remember, I was talking about this date here, August 5th, the very important date. This is when the stock market fell. And just in case y'all forgot, stock market went down bad, over 1,000 points or something like that. No joke. And this is August 5th is sitting inside of the Leo. The Leo. Amazing. The lion. And the lion has a lot to do with the lion of the tribe of Judah. Let's put it simple like that. Okay? Simple as that. But there are other lions, but we're just going to do it that because, yeah. I'm just going to leave it right there. I'm going to leave it right there. So we got SRI, IRS. We got monkeypox connected to COVID, connected to Democrats, connected to the stock market falling 1,000. So let's go to the next one. So these folks that just still sleep in the matrix. You just need both sides to have dirt on them because you just can't deal with it. There you go. Bipartisanship. Now, what does it say about partisanship? It's going to take both of these groups to do this. That means that both of these groups are doing this. Okay? Boy, you know, this 55 is a doorway. It's a doorway. They're opening up a doorway. Make you think of CERN, don't it? Boy, I would love to type CERN in there, but I'm not going to do that right now. This Biden 46. Biden. Interesting. Biden. They're going to go through the doorway of Biden. Is he going to pin this? Has he pinned this already? Bipartisanship. I see his son is changing his plea to something else. So maybe, I don't want to talk about all that at the moment. So let's go back over again. SRI, that has to do with computers, earth science, biomedical sciences. Okay. Okay. Out of California, worldwide. Stanford, it has to do with IRS. With the IRS, we were dealing with 5.2 monies not dealt with well, and 2.5 Social Security cards come up missing for the folks on the planet that have them. Got jacked up, let's say it like that. I'm just summarizing real generally. Social Security, we're talking about also the disaster that they were talking about. The people need to be prepared for a natural disaster, evidently something for the manifest. And then, maybe they're going to do an EMP. Maybe they finally got some paperwork done with Putin, and maybe they all in agreement that this will work really good to confuse everybody, because they all in brotherhood. Yeah. So let's go and let's leave. And so monkeypox has to do with sex disease. Sex diseases are running rampant in Houston and South Carolina and Atlanta, Georgia, and just San Francisco. It's just bad, people. It's bad. Then you got the COVID attached to the monkeypox because of the mRNA. Remember I said that you can have chicken pox and then later on it turns into shingles because that was already inserted into the Remember, COVID is not a vaccine, it's a gene therapy. If you did not know that, now you know that. Gene therapy. Okay, nanotechnology inside of it with graphene. Okay, and then some folks, you may have got the pharmaceutical how the pharmacy symbol looks with the rep wrapped around, and some of y'all got that one. Sorry, Charlie. Some of y'all did. Depends on how wicked your so-called bipartisan leadership is. Then we got right here Vivek Ramaswamy, keypad 28. Okay, so we got SRI, IRS, monkeypox, COVID, Democrat, stock market fall, August 5th, bipartisanship. Y'all know what that means, right? They're working together. This isn't something being done by one side that you can point the finger at the Democrat, point the finger at the Republicans. They all working together. They baboozling everybody. You got keypad Vivek. Now watch this. Remember earlier I said that this guy was 666. If I didn't say it on this video, earlier my video went out when I was talking. So watch this. See this Fibonacci sequence? That's a doorway. Fibonacci sequence is a decagon house of death door, made by hectagons and octagons and stars folded into one another inside of a cube. So you got 666 Fibonacci sequence under Vivek Ramaswamy. Okay. And remember, once you take his last name off and you just get to the baseline, he's 28. So he's part of the play. So Vivek's going to come in for some reason. Remember, him and Kamala are from the same community, from the same priestly class out of India. Kamala and Vivek are from the Talmud priest class. Very well-off, wealthy families over there, just like the Bushes are well-off families over here, the Clintons and the Rockefellers and the Rothschilds, the Chase Morgans, all of these and these other names that you don't hear about. These families are connected to the bloodline of the Anunnaki. And yeah, so let's move forward. So let's deal with, we just deal with Vivek at keypad 28. Remember that, and remember he was 666. Okay, so remember we're dealing with SRI, IRS, monkeypox, COVID, Democrat, August 5th, bipartisan, Vivek 28, Vivek 666. Now let's deal with this guy here, Solomon. Remember, the Masons believe that King Solomon's temple will come, his kingdom will come in the end. They're building their life for that. Keypad 28, Solomon. Okay, y'all see that? 28, same thing as Vivek. Both of them are keypad. Both of them are 28. 28 is a doorway. However, we're not going to worry about that part. What we're going to do is I'm going to show you a little bit more. Okay. Sorry. I must be hungry. I can't type now, y'all. I can't type. My fingers are on the wrong keyboard. What is the heck going on? All right. I spelled it wrong. Just one of these days. For those people crossing their fingers and hoping he's not 666, well, I hate to disappoint you. Because that ninja is. That ninja is. That ninja is. I know he is. I just spelled his name wrong. Maybe his name's somewhere else. I don't know. You know, sometimes Muhammad spelled a certain way. And I'm not in love with the guy, so it's not like I'm emphatically keeping up with him. But I just know what his role is in this game. He's really gonna become to prominence. Did I spell his name wrong? Yeah, did I spell his name wrong? I probably did. Let's see. It's supposed to be that. You know, I may have put it up there correct the first time, wasn't paying attention. That's how it be. That's how it be. That's how it be. Oh, here it is. I'm sorry. I did the first time. Sorry. Somebody probably said, "Oh, it's right there." No, knowing my husband, if he watched the video, he'll be like, "Baby, it was right there on the screen. Are you tired? You hungry?" Yes, I'm tired. I am hungry, but I'm gonna get this done because, yeah, it needs to be seen. Actually, his 666 is prime. Very important when something's prime. Like prime means number one. Needs pay attention. Pay attention. Now, of course, they always use the cipher ordinal. This time it didn't, which is peculiar. So let's move on. So we got SRI that deals with the earth, space, system, chemistry, computers, biomedical science. It encompasses so much. Then we're going to deal with the IRS, where they talk about the Social Security numbers came up missing, 2.5 billion of them, and they're saying, oh, you know, y'all need to come on over here and get on this free system. Blah, 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 blah. 12 states are already doing it. You know, this over 200 some thousand or 400 some thousand people or 200 some thousand people going to be able to get free. You just get on board. You won't have to never pay for nothing. You'll just be in the lap of the government, and we will govern your life just like CCP. Just in case y'all don't know what that is, that's talking about China, okay? China. Okay, the dragon, the red dragon. The red dragon, okay? And dragon means dragon. Whatever you think of a dragon, that's what it means. Whether you're coming out of a book or whether the never-ending story dragon, okay? So then, monkeypox, that has to deal with sex. They tried it 2 years ago when COVID first came out. Nobody gives a goddamn because they was tired of COVID. And so COVID was going on. They wanted to throw in the monkeypox. Nobody paid attention. So they said, we got to try it again. So now they're starting it again. Because whoever made monkeypox got to make that money, and stock market needs to rise up. But that's not going to help it unless they can convince a whole bunch of people that you need it. You can't get along without it. Even though it's no longer called monkeypox, it's called mpox. They want you to be dumb enough to think that it's a different thing because now it's mpox instead of monkeypox. Because people be monkeying around. It has nothing to do with your skin color, okay? It may just have something to do with your gender, okay? Pick one, anyone. You know, it's 1,000 of them out here these days. But your sex, your biological sex, is who you be. Your avatar, who your avatar is, okay? You can be out here trying to be a tree, a mailbox, a water hose, an AT&T thing in the yard. You know, you could be a roof, a car, you know, an ant, a furry, you know. Yeah. All right. So anyway, then we got COVID attached to the monkeypox because of the mRNA insertion, just like with the chickenpox, manifesting to the what I call it earlier, y'all. You get chickenpox and it turns into that other thing. Do I need to have some of my smoothie my husband fixed me? And then shingles, yeah. And so then Democrats, they're in power right now. Biden, he just in a scan right now. I'm sure there's somebody wearing a mask. Anyway. August 5th, stock market fell 1,000. I'm just recapping, people, just because y'all can't keep up with what I be saying, 1,000 stuff I be saying. That month was the middle of, like, the top of summer, sort of kind of the top of summer. Leo, top of summer. Five is half of a doorway, so they're opening up a doorway. Okay. That was when the stock market went down by 1,000. Now you're saying that the money is not going to be worth about anything, because it ain't anyway. It's just on the belief of the backs of the people. People believe it's still worth something. That's why it's still worth something. However, it's back behind the petrodollar. The petrodollar, not back behind gold. We already know 1971/72. The money went off of the gold standard. We already know this. This had something to do with Nixon, right? This was over 52 years ago, or 51 to 52 years ago, right? Exactly. So we've been off that. Now we've been under the arm and in the cradle of the Saudis. The Saudi Arabian people. That's where Muhammad comes in. That's where Prince Mohammed bin Solomon comes in, because they need to bring in King Solomon's temple. Okay. And because there are such things as walk-ins and possessions that can happen, whether he'll be possessed into his spirit be put into an avatar body, like on Avatar, or Sophia, like Sophia the machine that got her first citizenship over there. I think it was Saudi Arabia, somewhere over there. The first citizen that was a robot. Artificial intelligence, but not slight, because her head's out in the back with wires and all that. They may put him in one of those bodies, or they may just raise his body up, because they already have clones underground, under these cities and mountains, where they are doing experiments like they've always done with Genome, the Anunnaki. And these Anunnakis are the so-called Elohims, or gods of the Old Testament, New Testament, of the Quran, of the Septuagint, all the books, Enoch, all of them. What is it? What is it? How do you call this book? What's another book? Hebrew book, but we don't worry about that. It'll come to me in a minute. Move forward. So now we're dealing with Solomon. So let's see. We saw Solomon was 666. Prince Mohammed bin Solomon. Don't hate you, bro. Just understand, I see your role being played. And then what else? Do I want to talk about anything else on this guy while I got this thing open? I want to deal with 28, but I would love for y'all to know a little bit more about this guy while I have him open. Let's see. What can I pull up real quick? Because some people don't go back and watch videos, but it would be nice if y'all would, to help yourself. I don't get paid for what I do. Remember that. My husband is a wonderful provider, and if I want to go out there and do some labor, I can. I have a university degree, but right now this is what I'm doing, because to me this is something that we need people willing to do this. 105. So let's look at 105. Who's attached to him? 105 is popularity. He lives for popularity. That's sad to hear, but doesn't mean that's just how some folks are. He wants to be what they say, like Alexander the Great. Yes, he does. He needs to be special. Everyone is special. Everyone in him and his or her own way. I'm just going through some stuff right quick, because I want to be able to move on from him. But as soon as I move on from it, now this 222 is almost like 666 as well, and 111. I don't want to have to close this off, and then the next thing you know, what I'm looking for looking at me, and then too late, I don't want to say nothing about it. I know how I am. Like, no, I need to go ahead and say something, because if I need to look now forever hold my peace, because if I don't look now and then I see it later on, I don't want to have y'all confused, because okay, well, anyway, 105 again, it's just dealing with monkeypox. It actually deals with monkeypox itself, the 105. So he lines up with monkeypox again with 105. Isn't that crazy? He lines up with. Does he line up with coronavirus though? Hmm. He deals with monkeypox. What's this other number I just saw? 114. If y'all only knew how many numbers I have to run through, but that's fine. What about the CBD system? Let's see right quick, y'all. Give me a second. CBD system. CBD system. Make sure I'm not skipping over, because I could put that in there later on. CBD system. Let's look at this real quick. If y'all only knew how fast my brain is moving right now. Just trying to say y'all a moment of time. I could speed this up on the thing if I need to. But guess what? If you ain't got no patience, then I guess that's on you. There's some folks out here, y'all, that will truly entertain you if you let them. And I'm not one. All right, so let's continue. All right, so y'all see. Do I need a picture of this guy? Y'all can understand what I'm talking about? I might put him out there, I might not. Let's go on. Hopefully I won't have to re-summarize. Understand that Solomon is starting, he's building this really big, large capacity city that will be supposedly climate friendly. Everybody in that city will have carbon footprints that are tiny, if that. Everyone in that city will be under compliance, obedient. It's right by the water. He has so many innovations going on right now, from technology to monies on the market to oil. Remember, our money's on the petrodollar. Petrodollar has everything to do with Saudi Arabia. Okay, they back our dollar. They used to anyway. I don't know if they still do, because our fiat currency is about nothing at this point. They say it's strong, but it's only strong because other people buy our treasury bonds, and so they have to. They take their money, switch it out for our money, so then they can be in our market. You see what I'm saying? So by them being in our market, that gives them more leverage with being important on the planet. Okay, it is what it is. I could say more about that, but ain't got time to try to explain it. Whether I said clearly or not. Anyway. Harris Cemetery. I said cemetery. 28. Okay, now check this out. Death at the door. Biden. They got a lot of 3773. This is trouble. Hades, hell, meaning trouble. Some trouble's going to show up real bad. Boy, I would love to look at 37. Do I have 37 somewhere or 73 somewhere? Give me a second, y'all. 73. What about 37? I saw the 73 really fast, but what about the 37? Come on, baby. Come on. I hope I did my labor. Mahadid. So Harris is dealing with the Mahdi. That's Messiah. That would be Prince Mohammed bin Solomon. Because it can't be Venvet. Well, I can't say it can't be Venvet because he is of the priesthood class, and his priesthood class comes from Kamala. But Venvet doesn't have as much pull as Solomon, because Venvet's in a system that's failing. But Venvet may be pulled on the world stage in order to connect with Solomon, because they're both Middle Eastern in origin, of course. It doesn't matter if they live here now. It doesn't matter if you're American citizen or you born in America. Some people have dual citizenship. Most Congress people have dual citizenship. Senators and all that dual citizenship, so they can escape when shit hits the fan, and you can't. Just saying. 37 reduction, KV exception 37. This has to do with. So let's look at this. For those folks who understand what the Mahdi is, you'll get this. For folks who don't, well, I don't know what to tell you. Single reverse reduction 37. EHP exception 37. Mahdi 27, 26. Give me a minute, y'all. Let me look at something right quick. What else they saying on this thing? I'm just blending some ideas. I'm trying to paint a picture for myself. Whether you understand what I'm talking about or not, or where I'm going, just take the ride, because I'm gonna do it anyway. Okay, yeah, Mahdi 62. What else? Is there anything significant that? Cause I like to make breakthroughs where people can actually gather. I'm over here questioning which Elohim is this, because which Anunnaki is this? Like, who is Mahdi? I know they're serving. I mean, I know they have to serve Lucifer, because their book, the Muslim books, is actually edited and penned by the same people that edited and penned the Christian book, because it's protagonist, antagonist. That's the code book. That's the reason why these books can be put together and dealt with and understood. You know, not saying they got the same. One doesn't have a savior. One does have a savior. Like, one doesn't have a person. One doesn't have one that redeems. One has one. Both of them have messiahs, but one's messiah is a savior, a salvation. The other one is not really a spiritual savior or salvation. The other one is a spiritual salvation. One just come to save you from the sickness and disease that's going to be up on the earth, plaguing the earth. Which, I mean, it doesn't matter if they cause the plague. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter, because they want to inherit the earth. Now it says the meek shall inherit the earth. You may not want to be meek. You just may not want to be meek. Okay. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Don't want to be meek, but don't want to inherit the earth. That's all girl trying to say. Okay. Don't want to be raptured up. Don't be raptured, okay? Because rapture doesn't mean something that's good. Rapture actually means something that's not good. Whether you believe me or not, put it in your side pocket, okay? Put it in your side pocket. The girl knows what she's talking about. And I'm only talking about it through code. I'm not talking about it through what somebody pen and paper, y'all, or wrote on the side of a rock, okay? I'm talking about what this thing actually exposes. Mahdi has to do with COVID. I already know that. Reduction 26 COVID. I already know that. What about... Well, that's the way thing. Don't y'all hate when you're doing something and something come all in your way? I got that 26. 28. Reverse reduction 28. That's COVID. Yeah. Mahdi has to do with the COVID too. Interesting. I would love to show y'all what I'm looking at. I got a paper with some numbers on it that I've already dealt with last night. But I mean, my hand was hurting so bad because I need physical notation. I do not need computer stuff all the time, because they intend on trying to shut the system down, and I need to be able to have practice doing this just in case, you know. All right, let's move forward. So we got the Mahdi Mpox thing right here. Interesting. All right, so let's move Mahdi out the way. Remember, we're dealing with hashtag 24, number 28, sorry. Hashtag 2810 doorway. Okay. A reset. We were dealing with Harris last time, if I'm not mistaken. Then I talked about Biden and all that. Okay. Okay, well, watch this. I got 4 of these. Please pay attention to this. Please understand this is part of what consumes the whole world. Okay, it doesn't matter. Pick a name, any name. Pick a name, any name. Pick a religion, any religion. They sit under this. Reverse reduction, reverse single reduction, EP exception, EHP exception, and believe me, anytime you get at least 4 ciphers or 3 ciphers with the same number, and then you stack these ciphers up with the other ciphers. Some of these ciphers are the same ciphers. I just haven't identified them all the time as the same ciphers. But a lot of these ciphers are the same ciphers. I'm just not going to babysit nobody, because you don't have to believe me. You don't have to believe a darn thing I say. You could say, oh, this person's blah, 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 blah. You know, when people say that, I be like, man, that person can't see it all. Not at all. Not one iota. Okay. So this is here 3 times. Now remember earlier I was clowning and I was saying Elion must and all that blah blah blah. Now and you know what El means. Elohim, El, all that. Okay. There you have it. So we're dealing with number 28, EP exception. Okay. EHP exception. EHP exception 28. It's only 2 of them. But check this out. Reset. 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 Now what you say, why is it reset? Okay, we got a doorway. A doorway. Reincarnation. 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 Purgatory. It's just like this, like 666. Yin yang. Duality. Theater. Boy, this one's good. Biden. Reincarnation or reset. Popularity. Satanic popularity. Somebody want popularity even if it's through Satan. They don't give a god darn whoever this person is. I think I know who it is. Solomon, of course. That beast system is a hot mess. That beast system, that system of the Gorium, the system that makes you into nothing. When they give you the pop, 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 they try to take away from out of your third eye, the pineal gland, the seat of the throne where your spirit sits. The eternal you sits right there, and they're trying to, first of all, they try to crush it over or lock it in through through fluoride. So you have to put a crust over it, so then you can't see with your eye, your eternal eye. It's not mystical, people. You just haven't read enough to understand it. Everything that's not in one book and it's in another book, that doesn't make it wicked. You just don't understand. If you don't read any kind of spiritual book, let's call them spiritual books. Read a science book. Go read these books for these people that got criticized because they was thinking outside the box, and maybe the Romans didn't like them talking about stuff that nobody wanted them to know about. So we got reincarnation. Same thing as reset. Okay, they want to end one system, start another system. Okay, doorway. Okay, yin yang. They want to flip stuff. When you see that 6 and 9, it means flip things. Reincarnation, reset, reincarnation, reset, blah blah blah. Same thing. One completion. Interesting. One completion. Interesting. Anything else I want to talk about before I close this video out? Let's do a recap. The recap is L. There's a Elohim that's mastering this game. The Elohim, or the L, of course, it's plural, meaning more than one God. That's why some gods get mad when you serve other gods, because those other gods are their sisters, brothers, cousins, uncles, dad, blah blah blah. We all are of the same essence. We're all one, yet inside this game called life, inside the matrix, inside the simulation, inside the dream. You can serve people if you want to serve people. Okay, you can serve Elohim if you want to serve them. You can serve God slash reverse it, duality, flip it, flip God. God is God. Now go backwards, Dog, dog, like Toto in the Wizard of Oz. He pulled the curtain back on the Oz. The Oz is a man that looks like an alien, alien, who actually is just a regular man dictating dogma to the community at large from the Emerald City, okay, from a kingdom that looks grander on the outside, but it's all smoke and fluff. Because when you go in there, the Oz really is on down the road. It's about gold. It's about money. It's about the love of money. See, and when they're going down that yellow brick road, that gold Oz road, to see the alien or the Elohim, they go through sometimes a field of Pompeii. And in order to see this L, that's called the Oz, the money, they go through a Pompeii field. They make the Pompeii drugs are used to put you into another dimension or to kill you. Warp speed. You go to another dimension. Okay, you ever heard warp speed? Exactly. So, and am I talking about Star Trek? Yes, I am. But I'm also talking about in Star Trek, when that ship does that zoom and goes into that next dimension, that means you're leaving this Earth, you're going to another Earth. That means you get snatched and shift to another dimension. And that leads to death. Especially if you didn't want intending on. Anything else I want to talk about? Oz, gold. This is about the gold. This is about our fiat currency not being backed by gold. They want to back it by air. They want to back it by Bitcoin. They want to back it by stable coin. They want to back it by anything other than something you can touch in your hand, hold in your hand. They don't know who started this whole, what is it, Bitcoin platform, blockchain platform, some Asian. Oh, some Asian, huh? Oh, some red dragon, huh? Now, China, remember, China's system right now is catching hell. Their banks are failing way beyond in America. Their people are without jobs. So many cities, they're being flooded. So many people are losing out. And that's probably why a lot of them are coming through the border. A lot of them may not be soldiers. Some of them just may be coming over here. But a lot of them very well may be because Biden and Kamala handlers, the team called Team B, the oligarchs or the lobbyists, the people that lobbyists work for, those people are truly mapping out things. And Obama's there to just make sure that there's someone that has a physical brain to think, to do what the oligarchs want. The people that are pushing the stockholders. That's like BlackRock mainly. Then you got Blackstone. Remember, the Muslims go around a black stone, a black cube, just like on The Simpsons, where Trump flies over a black box. It's the same concept. Okay, it's putting people under a spell. Okay, so remember, tell our vision tells a lot to your vision. Okay, it tells you a vision first of all, but that vision that it tells is a tell lie vision. Okay, and that's the only thing they can do, from John Pierre to Joy Reeves to Roland Robidope on the down low Martin. Who, none of these people are black Americans. Is John Pierre black American? I do not know, but I know Roland and I know Joy are not black Americans. They're islanders, or they're their people are from other lands. Very recent. Kamala, her dad is Caucasian. Caucasian, what is it? They call it Caucasian. You can be Caucasian but have brown skin in other countries, but not here in America. That's sort of kind of weird. And her mom, of course, is melanated but Indian. I don't know where her dad. I forgot the place her dad comes from. Haiti, not Haiti. But he would be considered Caucasian. I know. Is it Caribbean? No, I can't remember at this moment because she's not that important to me. Anything else I want to show y'all? Since I'm in the heat of it, let me see. One last thing, then I'll close out. May it be a shocker. May it be a shocker. Oh boy, I tell you, I'm something else. Oh boy. Let's see. I do gematria different ways, but I like to do it where I can tell you, I can paint a story for you so you can actually see the story build. And I don't mind repeating, because repeating is vital. Repeating is vital. Okay, so let me show y'all something. I think, now this is just me thinking. Kamala may very well be moved into presidency in order to fulfill the prophecy / Simpson thing that they pushed out here for the media to manifest. They put out the Simpson, the country's broke and Trump broke the country, because they're saying that now the inflationary situation we're having is because Trump didn't do something, and they're saying it's Trump's fault, and people saying, well, y'all could have fixed it at this point. They're saying no, because blah, push the can down the road. So that's why in the cartoon she's saying the country's broke and Trump, because Biden, really, I don't know if he's on the land of living. I don't know what the hell going on with this guy, but he's not leading the country. Kamala's not leading the country, even though she's not as dumb as they're portraying. She has to play that role because her name is Devi. Her middle name is Devil. She is a half, sorry for those people who love Kamala, and witchcraft and warlockism and all this bullcrap they be in. She's half demon and half human. So that means she has a walk in. And that's why she hackles and laughs all the time. It's because she's diabolical. She's thinking about all the joy it brings her to think about all of the massacres that's going to happen. It brings joy to her. Just like with Anthony Fauci, the Jesuit. It brings them joy. She's a Jesuit as well. Her husband taught at Georgetown University. I think it was in around the time frame of 2017, 2020. Y'all, these people not playing. These people not playing. These people not playing. They all in the bed together. Okay, but let me show you who in the bed together. Let me finish this idea. So the idea is that keeps coming to my mind because I have so much information in my mind. I have to placate with it and mess with it and inquire and have options. And I'm a thinker, and I'm a deep thinker, and I'm a flexible thinker, and I push stuff away and I let it come back if it wants to come back to me. That's how I am. My life is not a game. My life is in a game, but I don't play my life like a game. Like, I don't placate my life. I don't play my life like I'm some sucker, like I'm K Sarah, whatever gonna be. No, girl, in this game, I am nothing but a straight up winner. That's all I be. That's all I be. Cannot be stopped by nobody. No organization, no 3-letter group. Can't nobody master me inside this game. Can't nobody touch me. Can't nobody touch what belongs to me. Can't nobody do nothing to me. All they do is they might want to, but they got to leave me alone. They may want to fly their drones over my house off and on. And I wave them. Hey, how y'all doing? How you doing? Good morning. Hope y'all had your donuts and coffee this morning. Whoever's watching and tapping whatever you need to tap. Because you're wasting your time. Because I'm alive and well. I'm aware that all of me in this game, and I'm in this game, baby, to make this reality what I want it to be. So, I hope you can tap into that understanding and get on board making your reality what you need it to be by having options and been laying those options out. Okay? So, let's look at this last thing. And I want to talk about him because we got Kamala, according to the Simpsons, according to this predictive programming that they need for you to manifest. And I'm like, okay, fine, we'll manifest it for him. Kamala need to be the president. Okay, let Kamala be the president. So then everybody can act, oh my goodness, Simpson's right again. Oh my goodness, this is just circumstance. Oh, dumb people. Y'all help them manifest. Okay, we help them manifest. She gonna slide in there and she gonna be president. Let's say she gonna be president before the election. And lo and behold, while she could still Trump could get voted in, Biden could collapse from the hysteria of it, and then they move Kamala in anyway. So whether Trump becomes president and then Kamala somehow Biden. Let's say Biden dies, Kamala becomes president, and then now she's president ultimately, and then president runs for president again. Okay, I'm saying against Trump. So then you have, let's say that situation don't happen. Then you have Kamala running for presidency, Biden still alive and well. Trump gets in as presidency, or he wins on November. Lo and behold, Biden heart breaks. He gets removed. He can't be president no more. Kamala gets moved in. Then Kamala gets up there and says, "Oh, look at the economy. They finally let the economy absolutely collapse. They absolutely let it collapse. They don't give a shit about anybody no more. Now it's time for them to make that big move. Now it's time for them to flip the system. Now it's time for them to go demonic." So now, because half the country gonna get triggered by the pow with the 5G towers, with the nanotechnology, the nano food in you, the nano chip in you, the nano grano in you that makes you like a remote control car to a certain extent, zombie to a certain extent. I'm talking about the zombie apocalypse. Y'all think these people playing with you? Y'all think these people playing? These people way more serious than y'all know. Now they don't know all things, but they show placating some stuff. So here it is. Trump is wins to be president. Congress says, no, you can't do that because, you got 37 blah, blah, blah that we conjured up on your ass because we can, because you a Jesuit just like us, and we already told you we don't trust you on the 100% to do what you say you gonna do. It look like you gonna try to not let us annihilate a whole bunch of people the way we want to. And we know Democrats are demons, and the demons want to go havoc like Hillary. She wants to go havoc on people because she bitter because she didn't win. And then you have Kamala, okay, Biden collapsed. He's out of service. Kamala steps in. And I said this 4 years ago. Anyway, that video got removed. And Kamala comes in. She steps in. She's president now. She gets to do this great thing of the country's broke. And then Nick Romney sitting in the office with her and some other guy with glasses. I don't know who he is in the cartoon. And then there you have Trump's picked to be president. Congress and Senate decide they're not gonna let him. Now, can we start a civil war? Everybody mad because they did some maneuver, even though he's voted by the people to be president, whether it's popular vote or whether it's by the electoral college. He may win both because their country is absolutely broke. Middle class, working class people are absolutely going through catching hell. Can't nobody smile and joke about, well, it's very important to worry about sex and gender at this point, and that's more important than our bellies and our pocketbooks and our children. No, the hell it ain't. People waking up to say, no, hell to the no. Me being able to keep a roof on my head, food in my belly, my children not going out here getting sniped up by some invaders, some people that's part of the Vatican, the Catholic belief system. They let their people come in to take people's homes. That's called blue law, baby. Blue law. Go look it up. Blue law. You think the Vatican don't have no power over Washington, D.C.? You must not heard of the Trilateral Commission, baby. The government, the military, and the banking system, all three work together. Pyramid, baby. Pyramid scheme. Boom. You got the church, not the true church, not the people that actually believe and love, and people that believe in long suffering through righteousness. Not those folks. I'm talking about people that go to church, people that play church, people that just believe in religion. Not the people that actually believe in the betterment of humankind. Okay, I don't know how I can make that distinction any clearer. There are folks that believe in dogma, and the dogma tells you to believe on a certain person. So you believe on a certain person, but you don't live out what you claim you're living out. Okay, I'm not saying that concept is even right, but what I'm saying is, even though that concept comes out of a book penned by man, religion comes out of a book penned by man. You say you got a personal relationship with your Savior. Okay, your personal relationship with your Savior comes out that same book. However, I cannot criticize anybody that's trying to live an upright life according to what they believe. Maybe the gospel written by Paul talks about. See what I'm saying? Justified by faith. It's not by works, lest any man can boast. You literally putting your belief not in your works, but in you confessing. Okay, so anyway, I could go on further than that, but I won't, because it's not worth. But anyway, let's go. Then that Now let's see what this guy. Now see, I was talking about all that. I'm going full circle here, people. I talk about all of that church stuff, religion stuff. You know, because Ramaswamy, you know, his piano picker teacher was a Christian. That has nothing to do with nothing, boy. And then he's part of the pharmaceutical. Okay, he's biotech, just like the SRI. Okay, think about it. Okay, everybody has a role to play. So let's look at Ramaswamy. He's a wolf in sheep clothing, and the wolves are actually the Vatican. Okay, so and you know, anyway, so we got Ramaswamy 45 septenary. Okay, but let's look what else his story talks about him. So let's see what Ramaswamy it's more. I got more decode on him, but I'm not gonna do it. But I do want to deal with him when it comes to, of course, we already know, y'all. We already know he's 666, just like Prince Mohammed bin Solomon. Okay, y'all accept that. Just accept it in your brain. Be done with it. When we got 45, so he's 45. Now we already got him attached to Prince of the Saudi Arabians. Okay, we already got him attached to the beast system. The beast. Beast means a person. Okay, beast is a creature. Beast is a being. Okay, it's like that. You know, these people that do this freak off stuff, like Sean Diddy Combs, just freak off. They act like beasts. They act like animals. They only act like their masters. Actually, I'm just saying. So anyway, watch this. Now he used to be Democrat, but watch this. We dealing with 45. Fox. 666. Y'all seeing this? Same numbers. I could say more about this guy just by reading the numbers. But I mean, you can't make this stuff up. Okay, let's go to the next one. So what am I saying about Fox? He's part of don't he be on Fox News all the time? Oh, y'all thought Fox was righteous, right? Is it ran by Rupert Murdoch still? I'm not for sure. Maybe he sold it. No. Fox is television as well. It's just the other side of the and was it protagonist, antagonist? It's just a game. It's just a game. The sooner you wake up to the game and let yourself cry about it, let yourself get weary about it, and then pick yourself back up. Do what you need to do. Okay, so Fox. Watch this. Now the crazy thing about this is it's ordinal 45, meaning it's very tight, very close. Very tight, very close. Ordinal 45, very tight, very close. Like if you didn't understand the other ones, fine. Did I spell his name right? Y'all know how I be. I'm just saying. This one here is septenary. But when I added the other ones in, y'all saw what they were. They were all the same ordinal. Now, we got Fox News. We got gods. Remember I was talking about L earlier. We know who these people going to be worshiping. The beast, Prince Solomon. Okay? All right? Okay? He's not king yet. Dad's still alive. But Vivek. Let's go back to the story. So the idea is this. You got Kamala and Vivek are from the same Talmud priestly class. Yes, priestly. They fooling you. Think they're acting like they're just newcomers. Kamala, you know, I'm not saying Kamala hasn't played her way up, because they all do. You know what I'm saying? But Mr. Quick Talker, Mr. Smooth Talker, Vivek, I did several videos on him, and people come all on my page trying to take up for him. I don't want to hear nothing you got to say. I have no respect of person. I'm gonna call everybody out because I ain't nobody's side. If I'm on anybody's side, it's on me staying transparent to myself. I'm gonna stay transparent, because if you can lie to yourself, you're a fool in the game. So we got Fox, we got God, but gods, let's say God of gods, okay. Gods of what? Ordinal again, 45. Gods of the East. You thought I was going to say gods of the West? You thought I was going to say a Christian God because he's over here? No ma'am, no sir. Van Vack. His whole mission is to bring glory to the Eastern God. Of course, Anunnaki still. But the whole point of the matter is everybody wants to tear this province down here called in the United States. It may not go the way they want it to go. Even though I know they got these codes written out in this game. That's the reason why I'm trying to expose it. I'm trying to expose it so that you can decide how bad you want it to be. Huh? Stop begging and pleading and praying. How bad do you want your reality to be? We can agree that no weapon they forming can prosper. Yeah, just use scripture out their book. Okay, so but when it's true, it's just true. Look, EHP exception, EP exception. Look how deep this run. Look how deep it run. It runs deep. It's 3 deep. I could say more, but I won't. I will be tempted, but I won't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Girl, don't. I'm going to do it, y'all. Y'all know I'm going to do it. Oh, because I'm trying to be lazy. But I got to solve this puzzle live. I don't care how long this video goes. I mean, I do, but I don't. Okay, so who's serving the gods of the East? We see Van Vack. We see Solomon. Solomon, thinks he's one. He wants to be worshipped as one Prince Solomon. Will Van Vack be put with? They moved Trump out the way because he can't be president, even though he got voted in, and they want civil war to break out. But it probably won't. Only people probably want to try to burn up some stuff like Tim Walz state. They might burn up some stuff. Certain cities will do it because they got the people there. They have the invaders already there, the aliens already there, the illegals already there who are getting driver license and all that to be able to vote. So in this system, so we got Van Vack, Ramaswamy, Fox News, Gods of the East, and check this out. Van Vack, Ramaswamy, and I think his name is David Vance and Van Vack gonna work together some kind of way. Ordinal 45, EP exception 45, EHP exception 45. What else do I want to say about this? Let me add to this real quick. We got 21, show and tell, just a game they play when they want to say they're smarter than you. It's a silent weapon to the head. So what's going to happen is Van Vack and Vance going to team up. Trump may get removed out the way because they're going to say he's not technically legal to do it because maybe they're going to put him on Rikers Island. I don't know. They playing with us. But it's all Vance is really about popularity. He wants to please the Vatican. He wants to please the Jesuit Pope. And he may also want to please a Franciscan part of the Catholics. Another leg of the mafia. Anything else I want to say? I see some stuff and I'm like, you know what? I'm finna actually go into one last section and I'm just gonna put the numbers in and the names. Well, I'll put the names in, let y'all see the numbers because remember we're on Vance, okay? Now, let me show y'all something. We're on Vance, reverse reduction 27, reverse single reduction 27, okay? So we're dealing with Vance. We left from Ramaswamy to Fox, God, East, and Vance. So it's saying that Vance is down with the God of the East. He's down with Fox News, the same as Ramaswamy. Somehow, it goes from Harris saying the country's broke and Trump did it to Trump somehow being blocked by maybe the Congress, the Senate. They're going to not allow him to take the position, even though he very well may win a popular vote and the electoral college vote. He may win both by a landslide. And so they want to help that cause chaos. Okay. At that point, Trump's elected, if Biden's still on the land of the living, they'll still remove him and put Kamala there so she can be able to do the role on the cartoon, because that's very important for them to make sure that you believe in the cartoons, because that's how they can put it in your subconscious. So then when it happens, you won't be so afraid. You'll just accept it and drink the Kool-Aid, cyanide Kool-Aid, like Jim Jones, who was a Jesuit. And he put his people under that spell, okay? Because he was a Jesuit. All right, so let's go for it. We're leaving Vance. And we're going to deal with Vance's 27, because he has 2 of them. I can say more than that. Remember, 45 was Ramaswamy, Fox, God, East, and Vance. That's how we got connected. Remember? This is how we got connected. We walked right into Vance because he was right into Ramaswamy. Okay, now we're going to lead. We're going to step off from him. And how we're going to step off from him is we're going to deal with these 2 numbers. Boom. Boom. Okay, now watch the story get bigger. Hopefully, I don't have to say much. And the first cipher is going to be Chaldean. Pretty old cipher, I tell you. Pretty old cipher. So let's watch this. Remember, everybody I've talked about thus far, they're all going to be summarized here. And then another person's going to come up. And it is what it be. Okay? Because he's a Jesuit as well. You know, they gave him a hard time. Okay? Satanic mark. We're dealing with number 27, Chaldean. Okay? 27, Chaldean. All right. So, what does that mean? Do I need to summarize? Remember when I was talking about monkeypox, COVID? A mark is something that stains you, that goes within you. A mark is, it can be an injection. Some people already took the mark, but they're going to add to the mark. The mark only is to dumb you down. The mark is a genetic marker. It's the COVID was not a vaccine. It was actually a gene therapy. And this gene therapy is to change your genome like they did. Let us make man in our image. Let us, let us, let us. That's Elohim, plural, of course. Let us, let us, let us. Not Father, Son, and Holy Ghost. Let us, let us, let us. Now, if you want to talk about Father, Son, and Holy Ghost, then let's talk about who according to these code books they're talking about. They're talking about the Most High. Who is the Most High? I knew. Okay? Who wants to take the place of the Father? Who sits in the Father's heavens? Who sits in the heavens? That would be Enlil. Okay? Enlil. Enlil is the one that the Vatican worships. Okay? They call him Lucifer. Sorry. Enlil. The Father. Enlil. Okay? Then you got the Son. That would be Enki. Let's call Enki Isus. Jesus, Yeshua. Pick one. They're all Anunnakis. They're all star seeds. Of course, we're stars and dust seeds too. But the whole point is that's just letting us know we're all the same. We're all the same. We're all one. However, in this game, if you want to bow underneath somebody, and you walking in fear and you worried about not living your life out through your own consciousness and reality, then you put yourself under somebody. Now these same Elohim, these same Els, some people may have already left because they don't understand how they gonna get the satanic mark, to be dumbed down, to be the meek of the earth, to stay on the planet, to be reincarnated, to be recycled, to be part of the reset, to never leave this dream, to never leave this game. That's why, I have so many subscribers. And that's why I get paid big cool money. I get paid nothing, y'all. Y'all know how I am. But anyway, let's continue. I give commentary because when I go back over these videos, let's say it probably be next Tuesday, and I hold a session, and when I'm going over this session, and like I said, I don't like to call on my students because I'm not responsible for anybody. But when I go over these sessions, there's always, hey, can you pause that? Let's talk about that. And I'll look and say, oh, okay, what you want to know? And they'll tell me, that last time we were talking about that number. Didn't that number correlate with blah 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 also? Yes, it did. And I see the growth. And I see the eyes wide open. It's such a beautiful thing when their eyes are wide open. And it's like, man, this is awesome. This is so awesome. So instead of giving a person a fish, you say, let me show you how to fish. And it is what it be. Such a beautiful thing. So glad you're watching. Those of you who sit under my long-winded voice. And the reason why I say under is because when we looked at the big screen, it's always up and not down. Because I don't want y'all looking down. I want y'all to always have your head not in the air, but forward. Okay. I'm glad you're hanging in this lesson, or let's call it lesson. This tutorial, this whatever, this information is definitely a long-winded, but you'll be blessed for it. So let's go to the next one. So we got satanic mark. We had that one, right? That has everything to do with the 666. We saw whose name was attached to that. Then that we also saw that Prince Solomon's name was attached to that. Remember, 666 is spirit, soul, body. Your spirit, soul, and body being missing completion, missing the number 7 3 times. So that means your spirit will not reach the point of out of the game. Your soul, your mind won't be able to understand how to get out of the game, and your body will be destroyed in the game and that won't get out the game. Okay, spirit, soul, and body. 666. They mark you with something inside. It has to be inside. Can't be outside. It's inside because they have to. It has to be attached to your frequency. Okay, your frequency, or your I want to say spirit, but it's vibration. They have to put it in you so that it can vibrate like a cell phone vibrates, or like a alarm vibrates, or like a pager. Old days pager vibrates. They have to be able to tap into. It has to be in your vibration. That's why it has to be in you. Okay, whether behind your ear, in your bullseye. They try to shoot Trump in his bullseye. They were shooting him in his bullseye. Most likely, if Trump has a nano technology in him, a graphite technology in him already, there's a bullseye in your head. It's 2 of them, and most likely that Neuralink thing, they'll put that near that for those who get it that way. And if they shoot you there, they're gonna fry your everything. So I would tell people, if you came in, you can't walk, learn to be at peace for not walking. Learn to enjoy looking at the trees. Enjoy it. Just know that trouble won't be here always. You won't have to always be in that body. Just know you're having a dream, and this dream will soon be over. But if you don't know you're in a dream before you leave this dream, you're gonna come back. And some people send themselves to purgatory. Some people send themselves to hell or Hades, and some people send themselves to a heavenly place where they go through a light. Don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. Go through the light, don't do it. This is cartoon from Disney, 666 Disney. I need to put that in. Let's look at Disney right quick, y'all. Disney, what are you, Disney? Theater, front and back. Theater, oh, it's just theater. Okay, theater. Theater. It is theater, but 666 when how he writes his name. Okay, the 666 thing, really the hand has to do with how you are able to receive your nourishment, your living, moving, and being. You get them access to inside of you through like on Hunger Games, they stuck in the kids' arms. From that point forth, when they went down to the planet, the people that were watching them on the planet or this game board, they had a holographic game, and they could insert electrical animals into this game. And because the kids had got the insertion, this little chip into their arm when they got on the plane or the helicopter before they went down, they literally saw in their eye gate, their pineal gland, their third eye, they saw exactly what the people had projected into the game, to the holographic game. There's a guy on the left. He sits at the end of the table. Go watch the video. In this room where there's a holographic game where the kids are being watched, and this guy to the left, he has a cube. You can't see what color it is, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was a black cube to lock them into that system. And that's what Kabbalah is all about. That's what the Tree of Life is all about. It's all about your DNA. It's about your, what is it, DNA, was it, ribone, I can't even pronounce it right now. DNA, that deals with the fire within you, the electricity within you, the power within you. That's why the sun's flickering and acting a fool now, because it's gonna do some bursting, and if you're not ready, it's either gonna burst them that graphene in you, that nanotechnology in you, and remove you from the planet, or if you didn't receive it, you're gonna be able to be awakened even more. I know I really was my eyes were popped wide open in 2012 when there was this shift, and I was like, what the heck is going on? My daughter as well, and she was just a teenager, and we looked at each other like, what in the world is going on? And I heard it, she heard it. It almost sounded like a siren or a trumpet, and we looked at each other, and I was driving, and we neither one of us said anything, because it was like, that was weird. And we asked everybody else, and the other ones that when we came to the house, the other ones said no, they hadn't heard anything, but we both heard it. And definitely she's one that when I'm talking about this stuff and we're watching something, she'll say, Paul said, let's talk about that. And it'd be nice if she would be one that go online, and when we're doing live stuff, you know, because you got to have your living, moving, and being and communicating. When we do things like that, it'd be nice to she would participate. But you know, people live in different parts of the world, and you know. So let's go to the next one. Red. Red is 27. Okay. Of course, we know what red is. We just got off Vance. Okay, red. There's a movie out about Red or whatever. I just did a video on it. Go watch it. An hour and some video. At the end of the video, you get to see a whole Disney Red, almost like Alice in Wonderland, but it's not. My daughter told me what the name of it is, but I can't remember. She probably see this video and say, really? I can't remember it. But red, and of course that would be for hemoglobin or you know, blood, and cause I don't know what the tube fuss about, but political color, danger color, emergency color, but remember DNA, the twisting of the DNA, okay, the genoing, it's all about the blood. Life is in the blood. Your life is in your blood, okay, your iniquities in your blood. So if you don't break the cycle while you're here from the iniquity that do it already work, there's a way that you're bent towards, and you have no idea why you're bent towards it, because the DNA in you is connected to the DNA of the people that's kin to you. So in this game, everybody that's kin to you that got the DNA markers you have will receive the same information you're receiving. They'll understand the same stuff you're understanding. You may go further in understanding than them, but they have access to it because you have access to it. When you come up on some information or knowledge, they'll get the information and knowledge some kind of way. Now they can reject it or they can receive it. They can say, oh, I'm gonna stay in religion, I'm gonna stay in dogma, I'm gonna stay in dogma because dogma is what man penned and I trust man. But you don't supposed to put your trust in man, because they told you in the book, don't put your trust in man. But if you can't put your trust in man, ain't man the one that wrote the book. What they trying to tell you in plain sight, don't put your trust in what they say. Just look at what they say and make a way out of no way around what they say. Teach his own, right? All right, so watch this. Now we know red has to do with a lot of things I just described, right? And it was 27 as well. Now watch this. Red what? Well, Cain. Now let's talk about Cain. Cain did what? Cain hurt Abel. Okay, kill. And was asked about his brother's blood. He says, am I my brother's keeper? I mean, look, it is what it be. I don't keep up with him. I'm not responsible for his living, moving, and being. Why am I asking me for anyway? You're already supposed to know. Then you got 27 right here, 27 right here, 27 right here, 27 right here. Look at all them 27s. Cain. Backstabber. Now, who were we talking about previous before this? We talking about Van. We talking about Vinvet. We talking about Solomon. It's all about the blood, people. It's all about the DNA. It's all about changing you. It's all about giving you that satanic mark. Why do you need a satanic mark? Because all of the Anunnakis who are Elohims or gods on this game, in this game, because they're gods because people choose to lift them up. That's how you become a god. When people start worshiping you and lifting you up, or you got some platform where you can control people. Bill Gates thinks he's a god. Elon Musk thinks he's a god. What the guy name is? Larry Fink thinks he's a god. Some of these rabbis think they're gods. The Pope thinks he's a god. Klaus Schwab thinks he's a god. The little Noah guy, the little sissy guy that he thinks he's a god. You got. I'm talking about like for real. I'm not saying people can't say I'm saying people. I'm not saying people can't say they're gods, because to me, God is dull. It doesn't mean anything to me. But I'm trying to say they're saying they're elves, which to me don't mean much, because that's dog still. That's still God dog. It doesn't mean nothing to me, because we're eternal beings. I don't need to steal nobody's throne. I don't need to be over nobody. That's why I was trying to be real careful about when I was talking about how we discuss things in live and blah, blah, blah. I don't want nobody thinking you got to look up to me. You better go within. Do you hear me? You watching the video, the ones that I'm going to see you next week. You better go within. That's all I can tell you. I know you listen to me. You listen to me very well, but you better go within. You better ask yourself, how does this apply to me? What do I need to know? What gaps do I need to fill in? What information do I need to fill in? Why do I need to be serious? I'm old now, or I'm young now. Why do I need to be serious? Because you're ageless. You're an eternal being. You never die. Your body dies, but you never die. And if you die not knowing that you're in a game, if you die not knowing that no one, from the Archons to the Anunnaki to the Greys to the Yahweh, Jehovah, Yahuwah, Jesus, all of them, pick a name. Nobody's over you unless you want them to be. Unless you want them to save you, even though we all are the same. We're one, meaning no one's greater than you. No one's smaller than you. No one's wiser than you. Your life is not predestined. There are programs in this game that are set according to your name, according to the time frame you were born, according to the time you came into the earth. Watch the movie Soul. At the end of the movie, they tried to deceive people and told people, trying to convince you to go back to the earth. Don't go back to the earth. Yes, there are shortcuts in the game. Yes, there's cheat codes in the game. This is what I'm doing right now. That's the only reason why I'm looking back, trying to talk to people. Because I tell you, the whole time, even when I was in religion, the whole time, I said, man, gee, people full of hypocrisy. But you stick it through no matter what, because that's what you raised in, and you be in it 40 plus years, and that's just you just learn to turn the other cheek. You just learn to say, oh, grace and mercy. Here, what's wrong with these people? And I just got tired of saying what's wrong. I don't hate you, but a fruit is known by the tree it come from. You'll know a tree by the fruit it bear. And don't disconnect yourself. All these people so unrighteous, but they connected to this tree. They bear this cross. Y'all. No. Oh, they fell from grace. Maybe they walking out the same spirit this person had. What's his name? Some call him Inky. You ever looked into Inky? You ever typed in, is Inky Yeshua? Huh? You ever thought about the bright morning star, the morning star? You ever wonder why they got the same name? Anybody gonna take their life as valuable? Put your life in your own hand and say, you know what? This is my last life to live in this game. I'm out of here. If you keep yourself under somebody's power, whether a God or Elohim, whether a puppet master or whether a government, and you put your life in somebody else's hands, and you got a brain to think. I understand as a kid, you're supposed to trust your parents, in at least, the parents are the good. You're supposed to try to be a good child, or as a wife, you're supposed to be a good wife, a good husband. I ain't saying you got to be an obedient wife or an obedient husband, because, you grown. You and your spouse should work together as a team. Don't nobody owe nobody nothing. If you're going to be faithful, you be faithful because you said you're going to be faithful. If you're not going to be faithful, just move on around and leave each other alone. And live your life the best you can without. Because if you can't make that first one work, if she ain't beating you, he ain't beating you or poisoning you or scandalizing you, and you just unhappy because you just want to be free, well then sooner or later you're going to want to go to somebody else. Because now you realize that you don't want to be alone. You should have made the first one work. People, slow down. Slow down. Cain, Abel. Abel gave an offering that smelled good to his God. You know, because Inky liked to eat. Let's keep it real. Inky liked to eat. Now, Cain had a different name. Abel had a different name, but anyway. Cain pissed off, fed up with the bullshit. Fed up. He worked out there and sweated in the field, and nobody appreciate the food that he do. All this he doing. That's how it be. But you can't lose your cool. Don't be like Cain. You so worried about dying. You so worried about being 15, being popular, that you mess yourself up. And you get put with a mark and then be put out there with those other genome people that got made before Cain and Abel and Adam and Eve got made. The people in the city. The other people that he was afraid of. That they don't tell you about. They just say, be a child and trust us. We pinned it. We made this dogma. Now be a child and trust us. Now you're a full-grown woman. You're a full-grown man. But you read something that doesn't quite make sense. And they say, you better be afraid and stay in this one book. Because if you go outside this book, abominable things are out there to read. Use your brain. Now, I know a lot of people in this other kind of community, I ain't going to call their names because they all not the same, but everybody got their opinion on the matter. They tell you don't use your brain. And I'm saying, hold up, wait a minute. I have a brain for a reason. They should be saying don't depend on your recollection. Don't depend on it. Depend on your eternal spirit. That voice from within that people call God, but it's really you. What? I have y'all hear my voice? So when I hear the voice from within, it doesn't sound like a YouTube maker. This is God. No, it's my voice. And a stranger's voice I will not follow. That's anybody's voice outside my own voice. And they say your heart is deceitful and wicked above all things. Well, guess what? Like I said in several other videos, if my heart is deceitfully wicked above all things, according to the pen writers of scriptures and books, and from the Muslim book to the Christian book to the blah blah and blah blah, if my heart is deceitfully above all things, this little deceitful heart must have been deceitful from the beginning. And if my heart was deceitful from the beginning, how in the world could this deceitful heart trust on anybody? Willfully. On its own. Because remember, to believe on something or to believe on someone, it has to come from sincerity of your own heart. And it has to come out your mouth that you believe. Now, if your heart is deceitful above all things, when you start trying to believe, who gonna help you believe? That deceitful heart, or somebody gonna come in and help you believe because it look like you might be trying to believe? Or should it be free will? Y'all not picking up what I'm putting down, are y'all? Woo, I've been in that. I know too much. Let's move forward. But I still want to know more. That's the fun thing about the game. So we know Cain. If you haven't heard of Cain, go look him up. There's a lot that can be said. Now watch this. Now watch who come behind Cain. JFK. What happened to JFK? 27 ordinal, just in case I didn't say it. What happened to him? Bad luck? Bad luck? Friday 13th? Bad luck? 18. Look at all these 18s. Give me 1 second. Let me look at 18 real quick. You got that many 18s. I definitely need to look at 18. I know what I can say about 18, but let me, just in case there's... Oh, IHS. Anybody know what IHS is? That has to do with Jesuit Catholic. So he was a sacrifice. I wouldn't be surprised that Carter guy was his twin, because you always have double gangers. JFK. Let's do it. IHS. Y'all see that? 27. Y'all see that? 27. In the same format. That's very important. In the same format. Not even a different format. Y'all know what IHS is. If you don't, go look at the Vatican. That's what he was. He was a Jesuit soldier. And when you don't do exactly how they say, they don't care. The Jesuit oath says that your brother can kill you. Matter of fact, the Jesuit oath also says that the Jesuits can perform abortions. That's smash the woman's head and take the baby out. Anyway, I got video on that. Go look at that. And you think that's just all out of that? Oh well, that's because you just lack of knowledge. 27. Okay, but remember we was looking at 18. 18 is I'm getting a little tired here. I thought I was gonna be finished. Like I said, the Catholic thing, the IHS, he's attached to that. Y'all saw that previous, okay? And also the number 9 is half of a yin and a yang. So we dealt with satanic mark, Red, Cain, JFK, IHS, okay? Just showing you this Jesuit. This is all Jesuits. I talked about that earlier. Vance, Ramaswamy, Mohammed, Kamala, Biden, Trump. You know. Oh boy. Okay, so let's see. Hand. Remember we did 666, remember? The mark, the satanic mark. Okay. 27. Satanic mark. Okay. 27. Satanic mark. Okay. For popularity. People going to take it for popularity. People going to take it because they don't want to be felt left out. They don't want to be, as they say, cancer culture. A lot of people took the shot because they didn't want to be cancer culture. They did not want to be criticized. They did not want to be ostracized. They didn't want to be, as Naomi Wolf's book talks about, facing the beast. They didn't want to face the beast and stand their ground and say, Nebuchadnezzar, blow that horn. Bleep, 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 bleep. Still ain't going to bow. Still ain't going to bow. Blow your trumpet. Tell Trump to say what he wants to say. And Pence, warp speed. Still ain't going to bow. Your horn. Your tambourine. Your drums. Your saxophone. What else y'all got? The cymbals. Still ain't gonna bow, because you got to bow inwardly first and then receive something on the inside that deals with your conscience. And that's what that stuff deals with. It deals with your conscience, just like the fluorinated water blocks your pineal gland and encapsulates it with the fluoride to dumb you down, to slow you down, just like they did in the beginning when they made man and they took out of man something the man needed. And Enki sort of kind of was trying to give it back. The serpent on the tree. The serpent on the tree. Enki. The one that Moses say look up to on the rod. Enki. The serpent. The reptilian. Enki. Who's supposed to be Jesus? Isis. Zeus. Pick a name. Pick a name. And did Enlil appreciate that? No, Enlil just full of it. Enlil's just full of it. Enlil just full of it. That's the one over the top of the dome that got the heavenly realm. That when you go in there, you know you can, I in the dream I went up in there and I was telling my people, this ain't heaven. This isn't heaven. And some of the people that I saw up there are dead today. And when I saw a long food line, and this was like 2012, I saw a long food line, chips in people's hand. It's not going to start off as chips, even though people have chips now in the European countries, the UK. A lot of people have chips. There are people that want chips because they want to go to clubs. They want to be able to look important, be spazzy, be transhuman, transformation, transitory money. The transitory money, the IRS, the SRI technology up in the sky, the space, blah, blah, blah. It all falls into one. So we got the hand, y'all. JFK. JFK. IHS. Shaking hands with them. But blood. red satanic mark. It goes all the way back to the mark of the hand. Okay, ego. Let's put ego in here. Now, how do you get in trouble with ego? Because ego has everything to do with the 15. It has everything to do with the 18. The 18 IHS. Once again, pride comes before destruction, haughty spirit before the fall. Don't they tell you that? Pride comes before destruction, a haughty spirit before you fall. So if you're haughty, you're going to fall. If you're prideful, destruction comes. This is what they count on. They tell you in plain sight that if you're prideful, destruction comes. Why? Because you're not listening to nobodies trying to tell everybody. Pay attention, y'all. Pay attention. But your pride may get in the way. See? Your pride may get in the way. When I tell you dogma, if you rotate it backwards, is A-M-G-O-D. Am God. Unspoken I am God. Not me. The person that did the dogma. Let me do it again. Dogma. If you know what dogma is, go look it up. D-O-G-M-A. Dogma. It's penned by man. It's penned for you to follow. It's to lead and guide you into a certain kind of truth. A man-made truth that coincide. Some of this stuff have line on line, precept on precept. It lines up so well because someone has sat down and beautifully penned it. Now, I'm not saying that it doesn't say in the last days many will fall away from the church. Many will fall away. Well, that's because they're going to reveal that they placated this stuff. But that doesn't mean you have to fall away from going back inwardly and get out the game. You can still go back to knowing who you be. You can still go out of this construct, out of this domed world. You can still leave out this domed world and be who you have always been, a free, eternal being to do what you want to do. And just because somebody want to do what they want to do, y'all, that does not mean people want to devise wickedness. And I know people believe that if you walk away from something, that means you want to go out there and be in the world of flesh and the devil. That's not true. And I think that's what people are afraid of. Why they're afraid to just walk away. It's because they're afraid that they're going to let loose. If you're not letting loose now, why would you let loose then? You got to go within to go without of the game. And if you're worried, then maybe you know something about yourself you need to get straightened out. You have to do it. Because see, faith without works is dead. You have all the faith and hoping and hoping and hoping you're going to do it. But if you don't put some work in it, some time in it, analyzing yourself, looking at yourself, using your brain. I know people say don't use your brain. I know they want you to just be spiritual, even in the Christian world and even in the New Age world. They just want you to be spiritual, or in the spiritual, I don't know what you call them, the awakened world, the people that are woke, the ones that have the near-death experiences, the ones that have the whatever, help from the ancestors, all that kind of stuff. You still got to use your brain. We're in the game. Have you ever seen children play these sophisticated games nowadays? They have all of these, this whole file comes down on the side, and they have ammunition up in here, and they have all this stuff. They have bricks and hammers, and they have whole farms, and they be having all this stuff. I'm not talking about little kids. I'm talking about grown folks that's in their 20s and 30s. I don't know what this game called, but they have so much real world stuff in there, and they accumulate it, and they stack it up to win the game. And I was telling two young adults, one's like 27 and one's like 24. I was telling them, just like y'all play that game on the computer, and y'all online with people that live in different states, don't you want to master that game you playing? Don't y'all want to be on a team and you whooping that game, and you building cities, and y'all live in the same communities and blah blah blah? And they say yeah. Well, you gotta want to play this game the same way. You got to stack up information. Yes, if you're of a belief system, yeah, look at that information in your book. I'm not saying don't look at the information in your book. Look at the information in your book. But you got to also look outside the book for other information as well. For lack of knowledge, people perish and cast off restraint. That's why I'm able to quote what I already know about certain books. In the Old Testament, in the King James, it says, for lack of knowledge, my people perish before they cast off restraint. You're casting off, holding yourself. You don't have to believe what you're reading, but you got to know what other people are thinking. For lack of information, for lack of knowing, you perish. Why do you perish? Because people can placate you right in your face, put it in plain sight. And because you don't have enough knowledge about what numbers are. You don't see sequential stuff. You don't hold on to anything. It's just fleeting to you. Life is fleeting. And you're going to fleet yourself right into the power of somebody that you think don't got no power over you. They have a special place in the game for people who just want a case of raw life. People who want to act like children. Who want to kiki kai think funny when it's not funny. When your life isn't a joke. Everything's cute. Because there are some people in this game that just love the idea of, oh, I messed up again. Oh, I shoulda, coulda, woulda. Oh, woe is me. Get out of that. Come up out of that foolish spirit. Come up out of that foolish spirit. That foolish spirit. That dumbed down spirit. That programmed spirit. That spirit so programmed you that you don't even know how to look at you. Look, I can put my name into this cipher and I can tell you from my original name to my married name. Some of the storyline changes. And I've been working on that too. I look at my ciphers and say, oh, that's why that happened in my life. These people then put me in a program. I done came in this game in a program, and they locking me to the program by connecting me to the DNA or the genome of my family lineage that have iniquities in it that try to make you keep going on the same chaos you've been going down. And sometimes when you resist it, seem like, as they say, as the old folks say, evil's always present. It's that Paul that says that when I want to do right, evil's always present. Every time I want to do good, evil's always present. I think Paul says that. The writer, they say, who is Paul. For lack of knowledge, you perish. And there's a lot of folks out here who want to take your loot from you, who want to take your energy from you, especially if you're young. They want to take your energy from you because you have ears that's supposed to be able to hear and eyes that's supposed to be able to see. But because you reject things that aren't already packaged up for you, you gotta have ears that can hear. You don't have to believe what I'm saying, but you gotta listen and tell yourself, hey, I'm gonna put that to the side and I'm gonna add to that. Because maybe what she's saying actually comes from common sense. Let's move on, y'all. Ego. Ego has its purpose, the good and the bad. Okay? So we got the hand. We got JFK came. We know what that's all about. The red, the blood, all that. Ego can get to you. Some folks, like during COVID, people's egos got to them. When people say, well, I believe in natural immunity. Oh, that's some stupid bleep, 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 bleep. How is that stupid if that's scientific? They say believe the science. I am believing the science. Natural immunity, baby. And then say, well, you're just trying to be hateful. You don't love your neighbor. I do love my neighbor as myself. First, I got to love myself. And once I love myself, then I know how to love my neighbor. But if I don't love myself enough to question things, if I don't love myself enough to say, you know what? Let me investigate. You know what? Before I go jump my hay over here out of ego, because I don't want to be left out of the number 15. I don't want to be out of popularity. I don't want to be criticized on no level because I can't handle it. I don't want nobody putting me down, putting me with, oh, you're a Trumper. Who cares about being a Trumper? Trump don't own nobody. Maybe he owns himself. Because he's not even sure. Unless that was another Trump. Because I remember on the RNC night, because I watched the DNC a little bit and I watched the RNC a little bit because, you know, I got to do my snooping, you know, because, you know, got to hear from the horse's mouth. Unless it's AI, but I didn't see any glitching itself on maybe on the. Anyway, I did see some stuff, but anyway, on both sides actually. When they had Tim Scott, and they had Tim Scott above the pyramid. That was anyway. I say my boy Tim Scott. Anyway, so do I need to move on? Anyway, the RNC and the DNC, they both have similarities. And if you're worried about being picked on, laughed at, persecuted, they got you. If you worry about being popular like the number 15, if you're a lover of money, all kind of evils can come out of you. The love of money, you just love it. You love the power it brings. Do you know the love of it? The sensation of it, the eroticism of it is the root of all, or the birthplace, the formation of all the evils in this game called life. Meaning that if you sell your soul for money, if you're willing to sell your soul, it'll be about money. It'll be about having access to money with your hands. Access to money. You're living, moving, and being. The love of what it provides is the birthplace. It's where all divisiveness comes from. It's how you'll go further down into the hole of the dream, the metaverse. They're trying to lock you into this matrix. They prefer to sit you on the 666, baby. So you'll never reach completion, 777. You'll never tap into the eternal you. And the eternal you doesn't get lonely. Because remember, we're not separate. We're just on different frequencies. So those people who get out the game, I'm sure they all on the same frequency. And it's not another shore. It's just a frame of mind. There are some people still we're on the same planet, in the same game, but they're totally seeing the world totally different than me. They're so fearful. They're so panicked. Like the old folks say, if you're going to worry, then don't pray. If you're going to pray, then don't worry. See. And also think about this. Who you pray to. If you hear he or her name on here, don't immediately shut me off. Because those beings allow you to hear this. Because they know they can't hold everybody. The good, the bad, and the ugly. These Elohims. They know this. They might actually be proud of you. Dang, she woke up. Dang, he woke up. I can testify to that. And people say, oh, he'll be angry with you if you don't serve him. No, if you wake up to who you are, how can he be angry with you? You're not sitting there saying, oh my God, oh my God. No, you sound an eternal being. And by no means am I going to let anybody tell me what to do henceforth. And I'm not out here freaking and trying to change my gender 20 different ways and out here being scandalous and adulterous and a thief and a robber. That's childish to think people have to go that low base way once they get free from the system. And if you don't believe what you are in is part of a system, go look at the illuminated pyramid. Type it in. Type it in. And once you see it, don't allow your ego, that's on the devil's side, to lie to you about how you should be living. All right. So let's see here. Check this out. Gas. Gaslighting. Ego, hand. JFK. Cain, red, satanic mark. Gas. Oil. Petroleum. Gas. Something will happen with the gas. Power. Something's going to happen with the power. That's going to cause a lot of people to resort to what Cain did. Because he wasn't appreciated. He did his best. No one can, your gift may not be somebody else's gift. And Enlil, that's just how Enlil is. Enlil, on one hand, Enlil can be just as sweet. And then on the other hand, if he can't get what he wants, he's narcissistic. You know, I hear people talking about Enlil, Yahweh, Yahuwah. And I'd be like, ooh, wee, putting them down. The ones that wake up, ooh, they putting them down. You know, he is who he is. He is a bit narcissistic. He is a bit narcissistic, and you know he want what he want when he want it how he want it, and he want to be known as the true and living God, and he want to be above his father's kingdom anew. But they all know they all really still work together. You know, at the end of the day, they may flood the earth and, you know, burn it or whatever and divulge it and start it over many times and do mudslides over there in China and then do mudslides over there in Sri Lanka and India and all that, and, you know, and this day power pulling. But you know, at the end of the day, India will probably feel like, you know what, well, don't serve me then, y'all. Why y'all keep serving me? Why y'all keep serving? Well, y'all keep changing y'all name. Y'all keep changing y'all name. Well, they keep changing their name because they know that they dumbed it down the genome, and they doing it again. The genome is being changed again, you know, and lo and behold, Saudi Arabia has to do with the gas. Saudi provides gas for so many people, especially America, because, you know, Biden puts us in a predicament where, you know, I'm not saying they need to do any fracking, but my goodness, Biden, you really play this like a sucker here. And I'm not saying that Trump saying frack, we're gonna drill, baby, drill. I'm not saying that that's the answer to the end all be all. What I'm saying is, all these folks look like they playing a game on you, trying to play it on me. I'm just saying. So it talks about the gas. The gas has something to do with the satanic mark. Somebody that has a lot of gas, a lot of petrol, a lot of fuel, a lot of power, gonna, you know, either you gonna need it. They gonna say you better take the satanic mark. They ain't gonna call it satanic mark. They gonna, you know, probably say it's, you know, Abraham, Isaac, and Esau's mark. Can't be Jacob anymore. And, you know, the true Jews, or the true let's call them Hebrews, the true Hebrews are just being looked over right now. They're actually being massacred, gender-wise, sex-wise, in the American jails, prisons. Yeah, and the ones that aren't, they're doing their best to make a lot of noise, but they're making a lot of noise for someone that may not really at the end of the game care about them being recognized, but only because, you know, the Japhites, the ones over there in Israel right now, the Japhites, like Japanese Asian, the Japhites from the Caspian, between the Caspian and the Black Sea, those people from the Caucasus Mountains, like Benjamin Netanyahu, Antony Blinken, whose family's attached to the Maxwells, you know, and who's attached to the, what the main name is on the island, him. They all, you know, his stepdad is the lawyer for Maxwell's dad, and Maxwell was the girlfriend of Epstein. Everybody connected. They all connected. It's deep, ain't it? Obama, Trump, Clinton, so many people. Michelle or Michael, whatever. She's a hermaphrodite, just like Beyonce and a few other folks. Hermaphrodites. So, what's it? Lady Gaga, Giga Gaga, Guga Gaga. Hermaphrodites. A lot of hermaphrodites. That Trudeau's dude look like he gender got messed with. It's a whole bunch of medicine that's been going on. A lot of experimenting that's been going on. A lot of transhumanism that's been going on. But anyway, boy, I went deep there, didn't I? Oops. Anyway. But you don't have to believe me. You don't have to. You don't have to. It's just, oh girl, know too much. All right. But I still want to learn more. Dance. What that sound like? There's going to be a celebration. Salvation going to come. King Solomon, are you going to do it? Is Solomon going to be number 8? Well, number 8 means what? Reset. Reincarnation. Reset. Whose kingdom they want to succeed? Is it Saudi Arabia? Because Saudi Arabia, it will be the fuel, will be the excess of, remember the, what is it? Governance, social, GSE, environment, social, governance. That's a measurement that the wealth used, Davos used, and this governance, his kingdom will be sufficient efficient in this governance, meaning he's crossing all the T's and dotting all the I's when it comes to climate change, when it's coming to carbon footprint, zero, just everything he's doing when it comes to technology, when it comes to innovation, when it comes to Bitcoin money, all of it. He's doing everything perfectly the way the code books are writing about, from the Muslim code books to the Christian code books to the Catholic code books, the Jewish code books, because there are things that are different in each one, but they're all code books to the game, the Matrix. Someone plotted this, and if you say, well, it's my God's will that did it, then you may not know who your God is. You may not understand that you will be entrapped here. Of course, initially you'll go under the umbrella of your God, your Elohim, but you'll be sent back, and your mind will be wiped, your memory will be wiped, and then you'll go back into your family lineage DNA, and you'll receive karma, and you'll reap what you sow, and you'll have a life, and you'll understand why the hell you keep doing what you're doing, why you're doing it. And then it's always iniquity to do it already work. The iniquity already working. And maybe this is the reason why a lot of these characters like Solomon is willing to be the way he is. Remember, this guy doesn't even suppose this system, this beast system, this freakism system doesn't even see humans as really humans. They see them just as geno projects. Please understand this. Please understand this. Thank you. Dance. So we got satanic mark, red, Cain, JFK, hand, ego, gas, dance. Now, once this celebration starts, because they're going to be able to have their living, moving, and being again, because something's going to happen with the power. Saudi Arabia's going to come in. They're going to be able to amply help a lot of countries with the gas. They're going to be the saviors of the world. But of course, in this place during this time will be Solomon, King Solomon, and a lot of the Masonic people will understand that's King Solomon, because his name been changed to King Solomon at that point. Will this be by 2030? Maybe sooner. Who knows? That ain't for me to worry about. It'll be by the hand of someone with an ego. But this person with this ego, the hand that the gas, that the fuel will be given by, will be celebrating, because the dancing will go on, because me deal with the hand again. The hand, the ego, the gas. So the fuel, the power will be restored. There will be dancing by the hand of the ego. His ego. In his ego, he'll be like JFK. And what happened to JFK? Well, you know what Cain did, right? And you know what spirit that was red, right? But he'll issue a satanic mark, right? This is what the Chaldean cipher gave. And then you also have his ego arises like gas. You got the gas, the power, the governance, the environment. Okay. The social thing. He qualifies with all that. He's awesome in all of that. They're celebrating. Why? Because the gas was off. The power was off. Now it's back on. Then they'll look up to him like an oak, a strong oak. While some people will be suffering, and they'll ask their God, why are they suffering, like Job? But some people will receive their jobs back. He'll provide all that. So let's look at dance. Y'all heard what I said about that. Now let's look at off. Same thing, 27. And that's a duality right there. 9. Yep. 9 is half of 6 and 9, 69. Yin yang. Light to dark, dark to light. It'll come back on. It'll go off. It'll come back on. Power will go off. It'll come back on. Gas will go off. It'll come back on. People start celebrating. They'll be happy because the guy with this big ego, his hand, the power in his hand, the ability, in order for your gas, your power to come back on, you have to accept this guy's ego. Even though he got removed, sound like he's gonna get removed, but he's gonna come back on. People gonna dance and celebrate. Because the power was off, he was off. Power come back on, he come back on. Okay, he was removed through a hand, just like JFK. Of someone jealous, evidently, of his abilities, all his skills. We ain't gonna worry about who it is, but let's go back to dancing off. So now we're gonna deal with off. Oak. Okay, we got 27 again. We'll see, we got a lot of ones and eights, ones and eights, ones and eights, ones and eights. Let me a second, right quick. Okay, that's IHS again. Ones and eights, IHS. That's the Jesuit. Jesuit. It's the Jesuits. Dance off Jesuit. The Jesuits will be off, or will they be the ones shutting stuff off? Dance off Jesuit. Job. Oak. Jesuit. Oak. That's a strong tree, I know, but Job or job. It's a flipping single reduction. It's a flipping. 9. Oh, a lot of nines. Nines. What's on the doorway? Reset. Bad luck. Reset. Reset or reincarnation. Duality. Light to dark. Dark to light. Theater. IHS. 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 That's who's behind the cutting off the stuff. Many people suffer like Job. Job got skin problems, blisters, sores on his body from head to toe. Now, how will this satanic mark cause you to be like Job? You know, you're supposed to be rooted and grounded like an oak tree, like a tree, like a strong tree. But the strong tree, like that tree behind the podium in the Vatican that looks like a crazy tree with a monster on it, on that big platform. The reason why these people, that tree is the reason why the satanic mark will be troublesome to people. Okay? Some people will be removed off the planet like JFK. Some people will be some people how I'm gonna say this. All right, YouTube. Okay, let me slow it down. Okay, so you got satanic mark, the hand, right? Like Job. Blisters. But remember, the initial thing was Vivek Ramaswamy, Fox, Gods of the East, Vance. That storyline with Kamala and Trump and Biden and how that may play out in Congress and the Senate, how they may still don't let Trump bid. They want civil war to go on. They want Cain. They want some bloodshed and all that. They want some. They want some. They want that. In the process of doing that, they want to then start the whole invasion. Invaders doing what they need to do to make it worse. What I want to say about this, I'm trying to not. I want to say, but I want to make sure that what I say flows. Job, job, hand. Okay, hand, satanic mark. Remember earlier we was talking about the SRI technology, the IRS technology. All of this is setting you up or setting people up for the hand. In the hand, satanic mark, a red mark, your blood, your DNA, may cause you to do some stuff you normally wouldn't do, like Cain did. Just saying. Remember Job. Remember, I don't know if I started this video off with the monkey pots. I think I did. What was my first number I started off with? What was that first number, y'all? I know monkey pot is 20. I thought it was 20. I started off with 28. Did I start off with 28? What did I start off with? Let's see right quick. I know it's 666, one of my numbers. Did something my darn paper. Give me a second, y'all. I want to go full circle with this. Get her done. Think, and think. How many did I have? I know I can jump through it and say it, but I want to be precise. I'm just okay. I want to be precise because there's a story going on here. So let's go back so y'all can get it. So let's look at the story. I'm doing this live, so if y'all wondering why, I'm not just smooth selling. It's because I do stuff live. I didn't want to do it live. I'm gonna do it live because I watched this video, and believe me, I entertain myself sometimes. Like, good, you be up on that. That's the eternal me. That's me. But there's a brain, and then there's a me, and the brain is the program, and it's what me worked through. That's all I can explain to y'all. Okay, so we said monkeypox, COVID, the mRNA. That's just like the chicken pox, shingles. Wakes up later on. That's the same thing with COVID and the mpox, and all this stuff going on in Houston and San Francisco and all these people in South Carolina. All these people, thousands, hundreds of thousands of people. No joke. Go look it up. Thousands, 100,000 people getting all these HIV and all this. Booyah! Democrats, they're in office. August 5th, stock market falling at least 1,000. Boom on August 5th. Very important Leo day. Then you got bipartisanship. Oh, are y'all trying to say it's a Democrat or the Republican? It's both, baby. It's both. Don't be played. Don't be played. Trump, Biden, Kamala, Vance, Vivek. Who else on this other side? Waltz. There you have it. Then you got, because the Jesuits run it all. They run both. The stockholders, the highest stockholders in each sector or whatever, they the ones that's calling the shots, the oligarchs, okay? I don't want to say Soros and Warren Buffett and people like that, or Larry Finks, or what the other guy named that's just very wealthy, Jamie Dimon. Okay, anyway, so those people have a part to do with it too. Okay, and I ain't gonna waste my time with what his name is, Benjamin Netanyahu. He a puppet too. He a Jesuit too. And anyway, a lot of their children are married into each other's families, like Trump's daughter's married to Benjamin Netanyahu's best friend's son, and then you got Biden's daughter Ashley married to the Don Zionist as well, who's part of the Ozzy Nazi. Yeah, and we can go on and on and on. Kamala's husband, Don Jesuit, whose family's Jewish, who's Zionist, who's Ozzy Nazi. Kamala's Jesuit trained, but not evidently good enough. Just had to hold herself into the harlot zone. It is what it be. She had to do what she got to do. She do what she got to do. But then she's not the only one that plays her. There's other people that play her, Trump and Biden. Vance, I haven't seen nobody play him yet, or Waltz. So, and then that. So I haven't seen nobody play them yet. But, yeah. Anyway, a lot of stuff I say about that. Monkeypox, COVID, Democrats, August 5th, stock market, 1,000, fell over 1,000. Partisanship, Vivek 666, Vivek number 28, Prince Solomon 666, number 28, Harris number 28. All of these reverse reduction, Mason, reverse single reduction, Mason, EP exception, Mason, EHP exception, Mason. For those people that do gematria, you know why I'm saying that. EHP exception, L. Remember I talk about L, Elohim, L, God, blah 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 blah. If we want to throw in there Yah, Moon God Yah. I know y'all want to argue that Yah and Yahweh are the same, or Yah and Yahweh the same. They are not. I think Yah is Moon God Yah is Ayana. That's a female. That's a female Anunnaki. That's kingdoms on that satellite. That has everything to do with the birthing center on the satellite. Anyway, then we got SRI that has to do with single reduction, SKV exception. Now SRI has to do with Cyrus. It has to do with the Apple buying the technology from the Stanford Research Institute, that 501c3 nonprofit scientific program that was opened in 1946. 46 is Biden's number. Biden is the 46th president. 46 actually means in gematria sacrifice. He did a sacrifice at the DNC when he stepped up there and pretty much did his eulogy. And Rachel Meadows said 3 times that Biden was doing a sacrifice. He was sacrificing his career. He was making a sacrifice. The girl literally said it. Go watch the video, people. Have ears to hear and eyes to see, then you'll see what I'm saying. This Stanford Research Institute, y'all, this thing been around for 78 years. Amazing, truly. Out of California, San Francisco, with all the disease sitting there. I'm just saying. It's worldwide. Okay, sold to Apple. You know, the garden, the apple, the bite of the apple, the garden of Eve, the bite. The apple has nothing to do with an apple. It has everything to do with the seed, the DNA, the ribo. What is it? The ribo. It's an RNA, ribonucleic acid. Yeah. Okay. That the fire. Anyway, your spirit. So then, let me go see. Can I remember? Biomedical sciences, chemistry, computers, Earth and space systems. Remember, Elon Musk. Okay. Thank you very much. Then the lady was saying that she used to babysit him and he could open up portals when he was a little child. That's because Elon Musk is a transhuman. That's why one of his children named after numbers. He serves Lucifer. Okay, he serves the bearer of the light, Lucifer. Okay, please understand that when he wears that red and black outfit, that is not just a costume. That's him declaring and decreeing whom he believes in and who he puts his allegiance to. Okay, thank you very much. And anybody that wants to do that, that's on them. Yeah, he's offended because his child got turned into the trans movement. But you know, that could be show and tell too. Who knows? Have you even been on the island, homeboy? I don't know. He probably has. Who knows? So we got monkeypox, COVID, Democrat, August 5th, stock market, bipartisanship. Oh yeah. Also, let's remember. Said on this one. When I was talking about the when I first started the video, I was talking about the IRS wanting us to join in for free access to taxes for next year. And then they send it for free, and I said, nothing for free, people. Nothing for free. Nothing for free. So remember, we're talking about SRI, the technology. Now we're talking about the IRS. The IRS has everything to do with the hands, the money, the access. Okay. They want to govern your mentality. That's what governance means. Government means to govern your mentality. If you allow someone to govern your mentality, you are truly a child. Now, I know they say you're supposed to become childlike, but I tell you one thing. Please stop being childlike. If you want to be childlike and forgiving folks and moving on. But watch them. Don't let them play you twice. Please don't let them play you 3 times. Be a child and forgive folks. And don't hold it in your heart. Forgive them. Why? Because it's all right to forgive them. It's all right not to hold nothing in your heart. It's all right to say, you know, they human, they foolish. But move yourself out the way. If they try to kill you, they try to rape you again, they try to pillage you again, make sure they can't do it again. Okay? Because next time you may not want to forgive them. So you got to move yourself out the way. Okay? Don't just lay your life down just because they say they penned it, lay your life down. Don't just get beheaded because they say get beheaded. Tell them to move on. Go somewhere with that mess. Keep it in your own land. Keep it in the Middle East. Keep it in Asia somewhere. Because believe me, China will depend on Saudi Arabia as well. The dragon is putting its claws in Africa and everywhere else, and Mexico and everywhere else, trying to keep itself from drowning. Just like Godzilla when they went in the earth. Godzilla when they went through the war and they went in the earth. Exactly. And Tiamat was sitting there. I think Tiamat had something to do with the dragon as well. Just saying, y'all don't be knowing for lack of knowledge. I don't know everything. I'm still learning, people. Okay, so we leave IRS. Now we're going to deal with, I left IRS. That transferred me to Vivek Ramaswamy. I brought him in. I talked about him being 45. Who was 45? Trump was 45, right? Yeah, Trump was 45. So he didn't sit in Trump's administration, but he's attached to Trump, 45, because Biden 46, and Obama's 44. Obama was deaf at the door, but he wasn't gonna die, y'all, because he ain't nothing but a player, freakism, whatever. So we got Vivek Ramaswamy. We got him attached to Fox News. Him being sly as a fox. He is sly as a fox because he's into that pharmaceutical stuff, and y'all know Big Pharma ain't nothing to play with. And this guy is very filthy rich, and he's from the land called Tumul. Him and Kamala Harris are from the same lineage, from the same town. You can't make this shit up. It is what it be. I am just that nosy, folks. I'm just in the game, just that deep, because when I'm through with this game, I'm gonna be able to say, you know what, I played this game sufficiently. At the close of the game, I went to running hard. I had a dream about that. Two people was running with me in the dream. And I had some YouTubers trying to follow me, and I left them in the dust, because if you ain't going to keep up, baby, I'm not going to wait and follow. I'm not going to let you. I'm not waiting on you. I'm not going to fall in love with nobody that deep that I'm going to stand there and wait on you. You better be able to see. I'm going to keep running like in a dream. Kept running, and got to a place where folks be waiting on you. and these bodies, they were bigger than me. And a lot of times they be happy that you done left the game. You left the game. Yeah, I left the game. We all gonna leave the body, but will you leave the game? Don't be so hopeless. You put some work in it and act like your life matter. Your whole attitude to change. You'll start feeling like you're actually a real person. You'll start actually feeling like you got the power you really have. The reason why you feel defeated is because you know you're not giving even 75%. You got to try. You got to try. You can't use an excuse, I'm too old, or I'm a woman, or I'm a man, or I'm just a child. You got to try. Because for such a time as this, you're at the age, at the close of the game, the reset. This is the age you came into the game. This is the age you're closing the game out at. Look at it as, hey, count it all joy. That whether you are 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, this is the close of the reset. They're going to reset the game, or they're going to try to reset the game. I'm very satisfied with not worrying anymore. I live every day like it's a brand new day. Every morning I get up with all this chaos. It's well with my soul. Because I know who I am. And I know I don't belong to nobody. And I know I don't hate nobody. Like I said about Enlil, Yahweh. As long as you serve him, he'll have somebody to play in the game on his side. As long as you serve any other Anunnaki being, humanoid of course. Y'all, they have sex. They drink. They act a fool. They kill. They love. They do science work. They spy. They say they know all. They say they're omnipresent. In the book of Yashar, it talked about Joseph seeing his brothers come, and he used some type of technology. That wasn't his name. But in the book of Yashar, that was his name, but that's not his original name. Just like Noah. But anyway. So we got Fox, gods of the east, or gods. Vance. Went from there. I'm just summarizing. Satanic Mark, Red, Cain, JFK, Hand, Ego, Gas, Dance, Off, Oak, and Job. A lot of people going to lose jobs, of course, yeah. You can be knocked off a strong job. Because you won't dance. So I'm doing duality right now. You won't dance when they light the fire, the 5G towers. You won't dance. You won't be a zombie. And you won't take it in your hand. And they may want to remove you off the earth because you'll be like JFK and say, nope, I won't do it. And Cain will be upset because he wants to shed blood. But you say, I'm not taking that mark. I'm not taking that shot. Let's say you have taken the shot. Hold on. Hold on for the ride. Keep knowledge in front of you. Keep words in front of you. Filter your water. Take the fluoride out your water. If you got to wear a cap that got Faraday cage material in it around your head, on your arm, during the wintertime, they got clothing you can wear. I don't know if it's going to help, but just do your best. Do your best. Just don't be easily mastered. Know that when you hear something and it's not your voice, don't follow it. If it's a pronounced voice and it's in the sky or it's in your head big time, don't follow it. Don't follow it. Don't freak out. Just don't follow it. So I was told. All right, like, subscribe, the bell. Thanks for watching.